standing by.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Complete.
Konnichigen, Ohayou gozaimasu, is your favorite superstar maniac, the multi-dimensional Tajigen, Khaiden, a sentient star cluster and many cosmic minds combined in VTuber, V-singer form. Tajigen. Here we are another full week, my goodness. After the madness last week, after the shenanigans, the craziness last week that we had with the 14-hour stream, then the collab with the learning, and then some feel some mystery relaxing time. It's good to be here for a Thursday evening for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, which already, I think the last time we streamed it was 6 months ago. It's been half a year because it was February, I think. Yeah. And I have indeed been absent since then, but like, there's a campaign going on right now. I don't know what the campaign is for. It might be the 30th anniversary of Yu-Gi-Oh!, but I'm not sure. So yeah. Or no, wait, World Championship Series, right, is what's going on right now. Yeah. For me, it's kind of like the 20th anniversary of a game, 2006, on the GBA that I played a lot. That I have played a lot, I should say. Especially before Master Duel came out. That was really great. Because like you could have the AI use a deck you made, which was great. Of course, you did need to accumulate the cards first, but anyway, we are here to back to the Shadow Game madness. We want to call out everything we do, you know? We want to call out the attacks in epic manner, the cards in epic manner if we do any gacha, which I think we might, given some of the things they're giving away for free, but yeah, if we do any of that, then yeah, it's gonna go a certain way, you know? That's our aim for today. And Walker stream number 2 tomorrow. And I have a specific way I want to do that one. I think I know where we're going to start there, where we're going to end it, at least in terms of objectives, which is great. I think we can do it that way. Then Superstar Squad Saturday on Saturday. That one should be interesting, by the way. What we're going to do is group content, but like, I don't even know what group content we're going to do. We could just do some kind of roulettes and then decide if we're going to do something like Eureka or Bossia. And like, it's for the sake of like group content itself too. Hell, we could do a treasure map, but just gotta make sure I understand how you properly do one of those, you know? The etiquette and all that. Free for all, I think, is like FFA, I think. Anyway, and then another easygoing Sunday after all that excitement. That's the plan. Another easygoing Sunday with feel some mystery, I should say. But yeah. My voice, hopefully my voice is able to do what it needs to do for today. It is a little bit tired. Yeah, I have been working relentlessly on things, and I haven't even had time to do some of the other things I wanted to do off stream as much. I did manage to like log in into F14 and do a little bit, mostly to get some classes ready for tomorrow. What we do on Saturday is also gonna help me in terms of leveling the classes, getting them to a good level for what we aim to do in Endwalker, our ambitions in that. But that's another story. Our story today is Dark Duel Stories. Or rather, Master Duel. Dark Duel Stories is another game, right? I want to play the hell out of that, I'll tell you that. But yeah. Let's launch the game, shall we? Oh yeah, and I have it here like in my recently launched games. I did log into it yesterday. I did one duel because I was testing. I had weird lag issues yesterday with F14. And since Master Duel is installed on the same drive, I was wondering if it was the drive for some reason. But I'm really not sure. Anyway, let's Tajigen travel to Master Duel, to the dark side of dimensions, to the Duel Monster spirit world, to ancient Egypt, to many places. Look at that art for Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl. Black Magician Garu. Dude, look at that art. That's actually crazy though, like the Japanese stuff, the Konami office, Mount Fuji maybe? Fuji-san in the back? I'm not sure. I think I'll increase the volume ever slightly. It's much louder when we get into the actual duels, right? That's the thing. Oh, there is a download. I was gonna... Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, yesterday there were, like, 2 gigabytes I needed to download. That's really good if, like, over the course of 6 months I only have 2 gigabytes to download. Last time we had to download on stream, it ended up being 10 whole gigabytes. And it was fine. The stream was perfectly fine. 0 drop frames from internet, which I thought it was gonna do something to the frames there. It was gonna make the stream lag. Nothing. Which is why I freak out when the issues, when internet issues happen. Like, wait, you're not supposed to behave like this. Even though I joke that you do this all the time. Look at this Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon art. Yeah, they've been doing a lot of things to like special art and all that. We should see if we can have a deck with this bad boy so we can say Ultimate Basto! Horobi no Basto Stream! I'm not Kaiba, I'm not going to say it the way he says it, but Horobi no Basto Stream! Ultimate Basto! But I can say it with my own voice, can't I? Oh yes. Ultimate Basto. I've been rewatching a lot of like, ooh, I'm looking forward to this polymerization, I'll tell you that. I've been rewatching a lot of classic Yu-Gi-Oh! You know? And for me, that's only the Japanese version. I don't want to bother with any of the dubs, personally. So, it's the way they call it out in Japanese that I'm used to. I did link the... Actually, I want to have this open, just in case maybe I cheekily make use of this. I linked this... where did I put it? I put it in the Other Dimensions Discord channel on Discord, but there's this great page on the Wikipedia. I don't know about other Yu-Gi-Oh! Wikis, but the Wikipedia has this place called Attack and Effect Names, which is really cool. I think we're gonna go for a good old Super Quant, but I'm not sure. We have Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts, in the Legend Anthology thing, as a rental deck, and I might go for that, I don't know. And I just want to use that. Even though I don't really know how to use the deck, but it's like new support that get added for it, which is great. But, I didn't want to see if there was anything for Super Quant by any chance, but let me see. They wouldn't happen to have a Quant, no, I don't see it here. Ooh, this is interesting. Blue Eyes Statue Dragon. Hametsu no Basto Stream. Blue Eyes Ultimate Statue Dragon. This is from Yu-Gi-Oh! CL. Ultimate Basto. Cat Girl Magician. Cataclysmic Clubbering Blast. There's no Japanese name for that. Chronomaly Aztec Mask Golem. Palenque Bro. Palenque Blow. I like that. Comics Hero King Arthur. Radiant Sword. Flash Sword with Miracle Sword. Flash Sword. Godo Sword. Okay, I'm getting distracted with the other like effect names and stuff. I wanted to see if Super Quant ever got used. But it seems like it never has been used in like the anime or even any manga. See, I need to see, because the manga wouldn't have them out loud with a voice, obviously, but they would write it, right? And actually, manga is great to see the benefit of like seeing the attack name written down. Especially if like you're a Japanese reader who doesn't know English, and you wouldn't exactly know the original English word, so you're wondering how that turns into katakana, or even the other way around, actually. Like, how would it be in katakana, right? But I digress. Sevens, OCG structures, I don't know what that is. Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, I doubt they have that. I'm just going into the pages and searching Quant. I got like a Quantum Dragon, but that's not it. Then the Mask Heroes, for example. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. They do have names. Mask Hero. I'm seeing there are names for some of them. Chotomate. Japanese translated. Yeah, most of these are just Japanese translated from the manga. Mask Hero Acid, for example. Ashido Baretto. Acid Bullet. M Hero. Maskudo Hero. Double Attack. Ashido Rain. Acid Rain. Mask Hero Dark Law. Mask Hero Double Attack. Also double attack. Dispersion for Diane. Wait, which Mask Hero is that? I think it's not actually in the game. It's like just manga exclusive. Razor Fang for Koga. For Mask Hero Vapor. Phreatic Explosion. Steam Explosion. Phreatic Explosion. Something like that. Something like that. These are yeah. But mostly, you know, Duel Monsters and GX is what I've been rewatching here and there. By rewatching, I mean having it play in the background mostly. I'm not actually actively watching all of it. But quite a bit. as I'm doing things. Try not to get too caught up in it as I'm watching it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to come up with my own attack name. We already have kind of done this for Mask Hero, haven't we? I want to see what they have done for Pumpkin, because we did have the player killer called Panic in the dub, who had like the P and the K for player killer in there in a very clever way. I do appreciate what they did there. But I wanted to see the deck here. Uni-Zombie. Yeah, because there's Link monsters here. Red Eye Zombie Dragon Lord. Leto Eye Zombie Dragon Lodo. Is that the name in Japanese for this? Because I'm not sure. Some of them have a straightforward name, like Radian, the multidimensional kaiju. Tajigen Kaiju Ladian. Taji-san, hello Muri-san. Konnichiwa, konnichigen. Good to see you. Yeah, like I have to read all these effects and see if I'm getting it. Being a reference turn, you can turn on some monster in your graveyard, special summon it, accept this. Yeah, it's all about zombies. Now, Palm King, the king of grave ghosts. You can reveal this card in your hand, say what called haunted from your deck or graveyard. If this card is special summon, you can special summon one level 6 zombie monster from your deck, except with 1950 attack. You can special summon except zombie monsters. Should be okay. This is a different Palm King though, not the original. Ah yeah, Ash Blossom being here 3 times makes perfect sense. Hell, you may even find yourself playing Ash Blossom to use it as a tuner, although there's only really one Synchro monster here. The Vampire Vampire Sheridan. Vampire. Dragon Gate. Palm King, the Great Ghost King. I'm curious about this. Did they ever call out the Palm King names? It was Ghost Kosusutsuka. It wasn't Player Killer who used it. No, Player Killer used the other thing. What was it called? The Haunted Castle. And they had some like board game shenanigans as they did with a lot of Duelist Kingdom duels when Yami Yugi reversed it. With the way like the thing fell down on them. I forget the name of that fortress, but that thing. And then Palm King was used by Ghost Kosusutsuka, who in the dub is called Bonds. Or yeah, okay, Palm King, the King of Ghosts, Ectoplasmic Fortification. That's all I see. Okay. I wanted to console the hell out of this page. Maybe study it. Ectoplasmic Fortification. Yeah. See, you know where this comes from? The effect for Palm King, the King of Ghosts. They give it a name. Because usually it doesn't have a name. It just, you know, you see what the effect is from the description. But this comes from the original name they gave to the original Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts. I don't know if they translated it like that. That might have been only in the manga, not in the anime. But yeah, it says Ectoplasmic Fortification. But this is a different one now. Add one level 6 zombie monster and one called the Forgotten. So why don't we just take a look at it and see if we give it a try and see how we perform with it. Just winging it. Reading the very bare minimum. I got the gist of it. It's Palm King, it's zombies. Just Palm King stuff. It's just a lot of fun doing it that way, you know? So I will go first. Ore no senko! Ikuze! Let's try it this way. I want to call out all these attack names and effect names a lot better, you know? Are we okay with the internet though? I've been having weird selective lag, I swear. You know, when that bizarre lag was happening to me in F14 yesterday, I was having 2 streams play in the background, and they were perfectly fine. It was really weird. I really don't get it. I really don't get it. But anyway. Yes, this music. 2 infinite impermanences. Ectoplasmic Fortification. So I'm gonna use the first effect. Ectoplasmic Fortification. Mahou card Hatsudo. So let's see. I'm gonna try Pumpkin, the King of Grave Ghosts. Then I'll do this. I'm gonna discard one of these zombies and then look at Call of the Haunted being used in this way. So I discard this bad boy so we can revive it with Call of the Haunted. That's kind of the idea anyway. I don't know. It's a uni-zombie. Then, yeah, I can special summon this one because I control Call of the Haunted. Kogeki Hyoji. Hatsudo. Tokushu Hatsudo. Special summon. Did I say it right? I'm not sure. What is the effect I can do here, by the way? I increase a monster's level. I have a link monster I can summon, but let me see. Vampire Sucker, Avenged Savior. I'm just kind of skimming through the effects. Sorry, I'm not reading them out loud, but I think we just end the turn like this. I'm gonna have... Well, yeah, actually, we're gonna have 2 infinite impermanences. We rely on traps quite a bit with this deck. Oh, also, we never did normal summon, did we? I could have done a tribute summon for Pumpkin, and then maybe have another revival of some sort. Yeah, actually could have done that. But ideally, you special summon Pumpkin, the king of grave ghosts, because of the effect. If this card special summon, you can special summon level 6 summon monster on your deck, except with this attack, etc, etc. Okay. Well, let's do our best like this. We'll check out some gacha in the shop soon. We should always begin immediately with a duel, whatever the circumstances, you know? I like this way of beginning Master Duel instead. No need for infinite impermanence. I guess I shouldn't have said Call of the Haunted in the middle. Seeing classic Call of the Haunted like this is fascinating. It really is. ちょっと面白いです. It's a little bit intriguing, a little bit interesting like that. Let's interact with this fellow here. Who was this again? Where have I seen this ninja before? I forget. Anyway, I need to have all this open as well. Noctivision Dragon. I haven't even seen what the other rental decks are. Not really. So I don't even know if this is one of them, but it probably is. They have the basic dual field and, yeah. I might want to negate the effects of a monster here. Maybe this bad boy here. I'll see if I use some monster effects to get rid of their monsters. We shall see. It's good to be back at Master Duel yet again. I'll tell you this, I'm definitely not buying a golden duel pass because there's only 11 days left on the current one, I think. So we just want to wait until the next one. Rocket monsters. Loketo Senshi. Ah, that's a different kind of rocket monster. Rocket warrior. Loketo Senshi. I still haven't forgotten Louise. Beaver warrior. Since I rewatched the Paradox, the Meiki brothers duels also among the episodes I rewatched, which is almost all of them, for duel monsters. Since, as I said, they were playing in the background. There's this great live stream that's been officially playing them on YouTube, so that's why. But also we may want to use infinite impermanence here. But yeah, there they summon Beaver Warrior, Louise. Louise Gekya. Louise got eliminated. Louise or Louise. I feel like it should even be translated like L-U-I-S, like the Hispanic version of that. Like, but it's very similar pronunciation, I guess. I need to activate anything here, I guess. Yosh. Watashi no tan. Duro. Call of the freaking Haunted in a draw. Okay. Well, hello again, my friend. I need to keep my zones in mind. Pumpkin. Can we... Should we normal summon Pumpkin like this? I wonder. Or I feel like I want to do this. Hold on. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try to do this and see how I feel about it, because we may be able to exceed summon something of rank 6 like this. When was the last time I did a tribute summon? I can't even remember. But okay. I like the way they use Call of the Haunted, because a big flaw of that thing is that it doesn't leave the field once you used it. But anyway. Pumpkin, the Great Ghost King. Hatsudo. Shokan. Not Hatsudo. Shokan. Okay. Let's add one Call of the Haunted. It thins the deck. Or no, wait, I can add any of these, right? Let me see. What does this do? I'm gonna use Call of the Forgotten and see what it does. Oh, it's a field spell. We want to have it active. You can set up to 3 Call of the Haunted deck and grab you do until the end of your opponent's turn. You cannot... Okay. So, I'm gonna set 1. Just my field and spell zones are being very used right now. And, okay. I'm gonna detach 2 materials, return 2 cards to the hand. these two here. Let's see if I can do that. And I cannot activate that other Call of the Haunted yet. I can do this, the Undying Legion. You can detach them. Okay, so let's go into battle phase. Battle. Pumpkin no direct attack. Mirror Force, huh? Senaru Baria Mira Force. Good thing I have Call of the Haunted. Okay. Good old Mirror Force. I guess I should have to use a Call of the Haunted of my own, but let me see. Yeah, the thing is, your Calls of the Haunted get so taken. Take up so much space, I mean. But yeah, we've gone through all 3 Call of the Haunted here, so yeah. I'll activate it when they're about to attack me, I guess, or maybe I'll take a direct attack and just activate that next time. I don't think we can revive the Xyz Pumpkin, right? But we should be able to revive this one. Yeah. We're doing decently with the deck. It's pumpkin time indeed. Yeah. Okay. I might use Infinite Impermanence soon. If they're about to activate an effect from that Rocket Tracer, we should do that. Yes. In response to the effect activation is the way we want to do it. So, I also will liberate a spot right there. I'll free up a spot. And also that column, I think... they shouldn't activate anything in that column anymore. I still have one more Infinite Impermanence. Let's see where this takes us. It's good that I was a bit stingy with that Infinite Impermanence right there. We used it at a good time, I think. But let's see what they can still summon or activate like this. I see you, Black Magician. You saw the nod Dark Magician did towards the camera, right? I saw that. I may want to use my next Infinite Impermanence. Storaika Dragon. I might use Call of the Haunted if they're about to attack me. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. No mercy, no mercy. You need to go, Moody? No worries. Thanks for stopping by. Always good to have you, whether it's 1 minute, 1 hour, or 1 whole day. You have a good one, Moody, alright? Otsukai, Otsukai. We have 2 columns deactivated here. They're probably, you know, gonna keep that in mind. Call of the Haunted should not be activated yet. I need to see what the effect of this thing actually is. Oh yeah, they can also banish a Noctivision Dragon from the graveyard. If they get this one in the graveyard, then yeah, they'll be able to negate it, the activation of an effect from a monster. But yeah, what else did I want to do? Right. Okay, if I activate Call of the Haunted once per turn, I can send a monster to the graveyard. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. Yeah, we need to make it be the Xyz Pumpkin. The only caveat is that I don't get materials. So I can no longer use this effect, but... let's add a card from the deck to the hand like this. We still want to do this, also this. So, I'm actually gonna send this one to the graveyard, even though it has an effect in the graveyard. Something might negate this, I don't know. Never mind. It has an effect in the graveyard though, something to keep in mind. But, Ectoplasmic Fortification, let's just add that. See how we feel about adding that one. See how we feel about that, Tajigen. Did I... no, the effect is still negated, right? Infinite Impermanence, Infinite Imp, Imp should still negate that. But look at the way Call of the Haunted takes up slots, spaces in the spell and trap zone. Trap card Hatsudo. Should have said it like that. What was the Japanese name of Call of the Haunted? It's a Japanglish stream in this way, you know. Delta of Invitation. Okay, I can send... oh, this is another field spell. Interesting. But yeah, if you control no monsters, I will level 6 zombie monster call to your hand. If you control no monsters still. Oh, I can draw 2 cards still because I have 2 Calls of the Haunted. And they're gonna gain 200 attack. I just use a Pot of Greed effect right there, basically. Let me see. We want to discard... no, we don't want to discard this, I think, but... I think, what can I activate here? Oh yeah, I can special summon this bad boy here. Army of the Haunted. Oh, this is a reference to Ghost Kosuzuka and the zombie monsters he used in that first duel against Jonochi in the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, I think we want to try the Undying Legion, like this, using Pumpkin as material. Yeah, this might also be... These were the cards Jonochi controlled in that duel, and instead it's the other way around. I see the references they're making here, and I appreciate the hell out of them. What else can we summon here? I assume it was going to be Link monsters. Let's just do attack. Army of the Haunted. Kogeki! Zombie attacks. With zombie. The Undying Legion. What were they using for these names? Let me see. Jigoku Okuri no Kyokuge. Flame Dagger acrobatic attack for Clown Zombie. Zombie Deadly Breath. Deadly Zombie Breath. Yeah, since Clown Zombie and Dragon Zombie were both in there, it applies to them. So there you go. They're making a reference to that first duel, where Bandit Keith was like giving cards to Ghost Kosuzuka, who by the way was sent to hell by Bakura. Not the Shadow Realm, but hell. Their bodies melted. The like Ghost Kosuzuka and the two lackeys he had, whatever their names were, they got killed and their bodies got melted by a bunch of like haunted spirits. That's what happened. But yeah, you're gonna no. That's not the effect we want to use, right? Quick effect. Then target one attack position monster you're playing controls or one monster in the graveyard. Attach it to this card. We can attach a monster. I feel like we want to do that in response to them activating the effect of this thing right here. Oh, if it targets a face-down card they control. That's only if they do that. Do we want to attach? Maybe we should do it. It's good to have more materials. I'm gonna try that. This is just me experimenting and seeing how I feel about that. So, I'm gonna do Noctovision Dragon. We're turning the dragon machines into zombies. That's kind of the implication, I think, that you zombify them, but I'm not sure. They're gonna destroy my Undying Legion, I think. I'm not sure. Getting used to this deck. Let me have some water in the meantime. Material attach successfully. Ekushizu Shogun. I know, I still need to watch the other anime for sure. 5Ds onwards. I did go back and start finally watching the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX episodes where I left it off. And I mean more actively watching them than having ones I've already watched playing in the background, so to speak. Orenotan, Duro, Unizombie. What is the Synchro Monster again? It's level 10. Okay, I have an idea then. I know what we can do right here. We're gonna do that first, although they might prevent me from doing that. Infinite Impermanence, never mind. I was gonna use the effect of Unizombie to raise the effect, to raise the level of Unizombie there. Let's see if they negate something else, maybe. I want to raise the level of Unizombie so that's 4 and 6, and I can do... Okay. That will do then. Let me do that. I'll discard Stare of the Snake Hair. So then I can revive it. I don't know if I'm going to use another Call of the Haunted. What is the other effect? Send one out. I can keep increasing levels, but I have to keep discarding. That's the thing. But no, let's do it like this. The way you control Call of the Haunted is fascinating. Red Eyes! Zombie Dragon Lodo! Ledo Eyes. And then I can special summon Army of the Haunted right back. They're immortal. They get sent to the graveyard, they just come right back. Like they were in Duelist Kingdom, with the different shenanigans they had with their mechanics and everything. Let me see, what am I supposed to do with this? Death of Invitation. This card's activated, you can send... Let me try this, I'm gonna replace that and see what I can do. We want to send... What do we want to send to the graveyard? Because I think I'm gonna set the other... It's gonna be Great Mammoth of the Netherworld. And then I'm gonna use a Call of the Haunted, I think, but... Delta Token... What do I do with Delta tokens, I wonder? Maybe I use them for some sort of XC summon or something like that. Can I... Yeah, I can use a token for this. I'm just getting used to this deck, seeing what I can do, what I can't do. Then let's try this. Let's try this. I'm gonna make it be... Yeah, I'm gonna make it be Mammoth Graveyard. I'm just gonna call it that. And then I can destroy a card on the field. Let's make it be that one. And then this. And we might just win the duel this way. Yosh. Leto Aizuno Kogeki Mammoth Graveyard no direct attack. Oretachi no zombie kachi. Our zombie victory. You know what I forgot to put here? I just realized the win-loss record for the duels done today. Give me a second here. Today's duels. When was the last time I used that? I think I used it for champions. Yeah, but there it is. There it is. Right where it should be. Let's make some gems. Let's make some money right here. 500 medals. Yeah, I forgot there's also medals we want to make here. All right. All right. Yeah, I can use that deck. I want to have more attack names though. More of the proper attack names, if you will. What we really need to do with those gems is save them up, because how many did we need for that special bundle? This thing right here, the WCS 2026 bundle. 3,000. Yeah. Like, we still need a little bit before that. And, well, ideally you do more, because then we're probably gonna have secret packs. Actually, I think I have a secret pack for, like, Dark Magician unlocked in there, but yeah. Oh, yeah, and then the dual pass right here. So we just keep making money. We just keep making money. But I think it's time for some Super Quant. That being said, did I want to have anything else in the shop? I'm always out of the loop with what's going on, because I take leaves of absence from here. Yeah, okay, special collection for this. Yeah, they're promoting this pumpkin stuff. But look at the hero stuff. Favorite hero, Shining Flare Wingman. Just that special card art right there. I would love to have that. I guess you can craft it. How are we doing with materials, by the way? I need to double check that. Transfigure heroes, 1 pack, 1 free poll. Ah, because they did updates. Well, I definitely want this. It says secret pack, is it? Okay. I'll take the free poll. Let's do some gacha. Let's do some gacha. Open! Okay. Ooh. These are not gonna be hero cards. Okay. One by one, let's take a look at them, shall we? Archfiend Playtime. Tyrant Farm. Gorgeous, I was gonna say. Georges, Swordman of the Ice Barrier. Tilting Entrainment. Dark Supremacy. Vicious Claw. Dark Supremacy. Extra Hero Dread Decimator. Alright. Glacial Seal, look at that. Glacial. I'm thinking of Glacia Labolas. You know, I did get to do Circus Tower off stream. Finally. And like Ammon, I looked at so differently there in F14. And then that enemy Glacia Labolas, because not because of an F14 thing, but because of Live Alive. Also, I just noticed they have a Masked Hero pack now. They didn't have one exclusively for Masked Heroes. This is different. What is this polymerization art? I'm so out of the loop. They added new Masked Heroes. Oh my god, they added new Masked Heroes. I'm gonna have to craft them. I'm gonna have to make a dedicated Masked Hero deck. Let me see. If this card is in your hand, you can banish 1 hero monster from your graveyard, special summon this card. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add 1 masked hero monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. What do you mean from your deck? No. We need to do this deck. We need to do this Command Rider deck yesterday. I had no idea they added this support. Oh my god, what am I gonna do with this? What am I gonna do with this? Masked Hero Atomic. Dark Law. So, the one that wasn't really that viable in terms of meta now might just be that Masked Hero, the one that was like black and white. What was it called again? Well, anyway, if that can be made viable, that would be great. But how many SRs and URs that we even have? Well, We need to open this pack immediately. Let's see, by any chance we have something great with them. Okay. Dimensional Allotrope Varys. What is this right here? With a name like that, they're after my heart. And this is related to the archetype somehow. What the hell? Dimensional Allotrope? What's the name? No. Chatto matte kudasai. Wait a second here. What is the Japanese name of this thing right here? Dimensional Allotrope? Jigen Doitai Varisu. Jigen Doitai. Are you kidding me? Cannot be destroyed by battle with a monster with the same type or attribute as this card. Is a tuner. It may not be related to the mask hero things because sometimes they have another archetype that's not there, like in the description of the card nor in the cover of it. That's how I ended up with like Adamant. What was it called? The thing that was in the Gem Knight pack, but it was also Adamantite or no. I'm thinking of Wolverine. I don't know. No, Adamantium. I don't remember. But yeah. Let me see. You can declare one monster trap, and when an attribute this card becomes a type and activate until new weapon is storm. Very multi-dimensional individual here, being able to adapt to multiple different like types and stuff. What the hell is that though? Tri-Brigade Kit, Mutant Expansion, Red Eyes Transmigration, Execution of the Contract, Mask Hero Vapor, Mask Hero Enki, Dimensional Allotrope Varys, twice. Oh my god, I'm never gonna get the WCS 2026 pack. I'm gonna get this instead, dude. I gotta open 10 of these packs. This is the gacha I gotta do. But before we do that, let's open... the first heroes will be good. It's a new pack. When did they add the Mask Hero support? I had been waiting for that for years. I don't know. In a way, I have been waiting for that for years. Anyway. Gishki Chain. Scrap Archfiend. Newbie. Genix Ally Remote. Elemental Hero Blazeman. Favorite Hero. This favorite hero thing also is new to me, I think. Fifth Hope. Elemental Hero Shining Phoenix Enforcer. I can hear Judai Yuki's theme intensifying. We do want to open the other packs though. I think it's a good idea. Elich. Good old Elich. It's been a thing since the very beginning of Master Duel. This bad boy right here. Speaking of trap cards, speaking of zombies. Nightmare Incarnation Idli, Lilibot, Doom's Destruction, Yukiona, the Ice Mayakashi, Guardian of the Golden Land, Quebico, Huaquera of the Golden Land, Double Wild. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. Huaquera. Huaquera. Am I saying it right? Huaquero? Almost sounds like saying cowboy in Spanish. Or hell, cow person even. Cow person. That's not a thing. Maybe cowgirl can work, but cow person sounds weird. But anyway. See, if you think about it, if you really want to keep it strictly gender-based, it should be bull boy and cowgirl. But at that point, I think you're talking more about a monster boy and a monster girl, which is a different story. Kurashuka Hakaishin... No, no, Hakaishin is something different. Something Weeders, right? I'm thinking of Kaiba using that in the anime, but Advanced Crystal Beast Emerald Tortoise, Fry for March, Speedroid Marble Machine, Crushgar Virus, Seamorg, Bird of Ancestry, Blizzard, Silkbomb Moth, Hraze Velger, the Desperate Doom Eagle. And that's different than the Hraze Velger I'm used to in FF14. Okay. Oh, Mystical Space Typhoon was part of that. Interesting. Look at this. Fallen Dragon Star Mansory. What do you mean Star Mansory? Do I have to go for yet another freaking archetype here? Star Mansory? How do I become a Star Mancer? Astromancer? Excuse me? Look at this. Look at the art here. Are you kidding me? Okay. Look at this thing right here. A mighty dragon manifests from a constellation in the sky. The main feature of the Draco Tail archetype is that it enables you to use all sorts of monsters as materials for fusion summoning. Many cards have effects allowing you to retrieve the cards you lost when fusion summoning. So you can relax and battle at your own pace. Ooh, how very nice. What do we have here? We might have something special. Yes, indeed we do. It's not related to the archetype, though. Okay, Atlantean Spirit, huh? Doma Orichalcos intensifies. Invoke Ocutus, an Owl of Luck, rise to full height. Abystrite, the Atlantean Spirit. Crush Sheep, Dracotail Orgula, Edge Imp Chain, Crush Sheep. Alright. Forgotten City Dwellers. What about the Seal of Orichalcos, though? When you mention Atlantis in Yu-Gi-Oh, that's gotta come into play. And damn it, I love that arc. I actually love that arc. To me, this story is more complete thanks to that. In my humble opinion. But anyway. Golden Glow. What do we have? Yeah, the Golden Glow isn't really telling me much here. Perform a Bal Odd Eyes Minotaurus, Marince's Crown Tail, Shock Surprise, Star Power. Speaking of Star Power. Tenny, Spirish Thana, Tenai, I think maybe. Mare Mare, Heavenly Dragon Circle, Fists of the Unraveled Tenny, Tenai. I'm not sure how to say that. Tajigen, I want to spend 1,000 on the Mask Hero secret pack right now, I swear to you. Transfigure Heroes was one that would give me what I wanted out of those packs before, but now this. Well, we have this. I think we have this raffle. How many of those like tickets do I have? I forgot how exactly this thing works, but let's do 2 of these. More gacha, gacha. What is that? Tier 5. Okay. Yeah, the first spin I did off stream the other day. By the other day, I might just mean yesterday. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. But yeah, it was a tier 1. I didn't realize tier 1 is the lowest, is the best possible tier, maybe. I get it now. The lower, the better. It's tier 5. So far, I've only gotten tier 1 and tier 5. Gems are welcome, though, even if it's just 10 and... And I'll have to get more of those things. Dual Pass Gold, Penguin Soldier. I think that's Penguin Soldier anyway. Oh man, what am I gonna do? It's just we need to save money. Oh, I would love to get Hani Kuribo. But we need to get the special... How long is that thing there? The celebratory bundle. 46 days left. Then I'm gonna get the 10 secret packs. I have to get them. Also because secret packs, you know. I'm gonna lose this. Oh, it's gone in 13 days? Okay, I was gonna say I'm gonna lose this in 24 hours, but no. It's there for 13 days still because it's like, it's kind of a recent update, isn't it? Not as recent as these 3 are right here, but all of these are like relatively recent. Darkest Magic says 58 minutes left because I got it yesterday, literally. Yeah, I would love to get more Black Magician stuff, especially with all the classic Duel Monster stuff I've been rewatching, but now I gotta get this. I gotta get this. I need to read the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX manga. You know why? Because Yuki Judai, also known as Jaden, Judai, gets the Mask Hero archetype in the manga. It's a very different story than the anime. Like, it's not like a few differences. Like, no, it's an entirely different monster. From what I see. Judai doesn't even meet Yugi before going to Duel Academy. He has like a mentor and had a mentor. He's the one that gave him the Elemental Hero deck and eventually the Mask Hero deck. Well, hopefully it's not a spoiler. Eventually the Mask Hero deck is one Judai gets on because it's his own deck that he built instead of one that was given to him, basically. Let's see what we got in the first pack. Whoa! Triple Mask Hero Koga, okay. Dabaru Cyclone. See, with the Command Rider references, this feels like it could be a Command Rider thing. Target 1 spell trap you control and 1 spell trap your opponent controls, destroy them. Violent Sphere, Vilepon Archfiend, Abyss Crypt Opening Ceremony, Mask Hero Koga, triple, Mimesis Elephant, Mimesis? I don't know how to say it. It's like mime, right? Mimesis? Yes. Let's see here. Mask Hero Anki, Wonder Driver. I already have them. Synchro Wardo, Goki Burhug, Sprite Gamma Burst, Dramatic Rescue, Form Change, Mask Hero Anki, Mass Charge, Extra Hero, Wonder Driver. Ikuse, the third pack. Sanmai Menopak. Am I saying it right? I'm not sure. That's not related to the archetype. That one is though. Mass Change 2 is good. I may just have an excess amount of SR materials thanks to that. Artifact Begaltag, Ancient Gear Workshop, Centurion Atri. Not Centurion, Centurion, right? You kind of lose the pun when you say it out loud, but still. Ancient Gear Drill, Mask Hero Koga, Mask Charge, Mask Hero Koga, Mask Change 2. Next. 4th pack. We gotta try something special again. Contrast Hero Chaos is the one. That was like originally the ace of the entire deck, but in the current standards it really doesn't hold up anymore. I'm excited to see there's new cards though. I still want to insist on having Contrast Hero Chaos in there. But anyway, Venom Serpent, Force Resonator, Painful Escape, Motor Kaiser, Mask Hero Vapor, Extra Hero Wonder Driver, Mask Hero Vapor, Contrast Hero Chaos. The fact that it's just rare, right? It's not even super rare. I mean, it tells you a lot. We got a nice little rainbow here. Ah, what is the UR we got here? It could be Dark Law. In which case... I don't think I have 3 Dark Laws, do I? Well, the more the merrier. If I have 3 Dark Laws, I'm not going to dismantle one of them. Because I don't need 3 for my deck, I think. Atomic! Yes, I'm glad it's one of the new cards for this UR, because we really needed that. Magistus Invocation, Tindangle Trinity, Naturia Dragonfly, Blackwind, Son of the Dusk, Reaperdocus, Mask Hero, Atomic. Atomic. I want to say that like the Eminence in Shadow, Atomic. So, must be special summon with Mass Change. The first time this card would be destroyed by battle or card effect each turn, it is not destroyed. You can only use each of the following effects of Mass Hero Atomic once per turn. If this card's a special summon, it kind of feels like in terms of design, they lost the Kamen Rider references a little bit. I still love the hell out of them, I still think they're great. But yeah, if this card's special summon, you can target 1 non-fire, Mask Hero monster in your graveyard or banishment, special summon it in defense position, ignoring its summoning conditions. During your end phase, you can target 1 change quick play spell in your graveyard, set it. This is fundamental to the archetype. Now, Mask Charge, Mask Hero, Anki. I mean, we want more than 1 Atomic. You know what I want to do with the deck, though? I want to have every Mask Hero at least once and then Contrast Hero. We may have too many for the extra deck now. I'm not sure. Elemental Hero Sunrise was part of the deck too. We may have to let go of that. One that's meta and one that's not meta, so to speak, right? Is what we do with the deck. That's what I did with Super Quan to an extent. Bringing Control, Kashtira Overlap, Witchcrafter Pittore, Nemesis Adrastia, Mask Hero Goka, Mask Hero Koga, Goka to Koga. I'm reminded of the attack name they used for Exodia. Hikari no Goka, Exodo Flame! Or Exodia Flame in the first version, the Season 0 version. Contrast Hero Chaos, Reaperdocus. Wait, Reaperdocus is in this archetype. Really? Is it something to do with why Dimensional Allotrope is in here? I haven't even seen the contents of this pack. We should take a look at it after we're done with these 10 packs. Let's see though, I see my special little rainbow here. Oh yes, it's not related to the archetype, but URs are always welcome. Adamancipator, that's what I was making a reference to earlier. Not Adamantite, Adamancipator. I need to revisit that Adamancipator deck as well. Adamancipator Seeker, Orcus Brass Bombard, Brotherhood of the Fire Fist, Eagle, Execute Protocols, Mass Hero Diane, Miracle Fusion, so important to use this one, Mass Charge, Miracle Fusion. Actually, it may no longer have a place in the new Mass Hero deck we're gonna make. I'm just gonna update the previous one. Command Heroes. Okay, very nice. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Arima, the Wicked Warden. Go Golem, Mystic Swordsman level 4, Incarnated Machine Angel, Contrast Hero Chaos, Mask Hero Anki, Mask Hero Vapor, Mask Hero Kamikaze, Divine Wind. Nice. The 9th pack, special effects everywhere. Let's see what we get out of this bad boy. We got Atomic, so I'm already happy with that. Sadly, the UR is not related to the archetype. I'd rather it be related to the archetype, but let's see. URs are always welcome anyway. Oh, Octo Abyss, is it? Rocket Arrow Express. Ogdo Abyss, the Ogdoadic Overlord. King Scarlet, Rush Warrior, Contrast Hero Chaos, Mask Hero Vapor, and my Mises Elephant. Also, this is part of the pack, which is interesting. That's another archetype going on here, maybe. What do we have here? Something very special, let's see. Ooh, Exodia there. Hello, Exodia. Atomic! We got Atomic twice. Let's go. Oh, we're blowing things up with atomic explosions, are we? Right leg of the Forbidden One, Kishki Advance, Gateway to Dark World, Winda, Priestess of Gasto, Mass Charge, Mass Hero Anki, Mass Hero Vapor, Masked Hero Atomic. Atomic. I want to like do an echo there. If I could do an echo effect with filters or something, I would. Maybe I should be using reverb for these, you know? If I could activate the reverb with like one button or one switch or something, I would. But I have no way to set that up, I think. I need to maybe consider doing a keybind for it. It's just, yeah, I don't remember if I looked up how to do a keybind for a microphone filter in OBS. That's what it would be. You know, I haven't even updated OBS since the recent update they did. I need to check if there's a graphics update first. Last time there was a graphics update was October of last year, so I wonder. Surely there's one by now, maybe not. In studio drivers, you know. We got 2 Atomics out of this. This is a great success. Guardians of Fire, Gods of Abyss, and Arcadia's Sacred Imperial Tomb. Motor Kaiser has no secret pack related to it. And then Dimensional Elotro Varys was very interesting. Look at all the vapors. That's a lot of vapor. That's a lot of Koga. The fact that there's a freaking Mass Hero pack now. Let me see the cards in the pack. Never mind. This is not the way to check it. Is it only the feature cards that tell you? No, yeah, this was it. Yeah, Acid is still super rare. We really need Mass Hero Furnace. Polymerization is just special art for it, and I would like to have that. Mass Hero Blast is super rare. We're good when it comes to Dark Law, I think. Dusk Crow, Fountain. Oh, this is a rider. Kamen Rider da, kore. Konekto wa Kamen Rider desu. This person is a Kamen Rider. Like, you just see, you can reveal this card in your hand, special summon one hero monster in your hand in defense position. If this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect or to activate a card effect, you can set 1 mass change from your deck or graveyard. You can only use each effect of Mass Hero Fountain once per turn. We gotta remake the hero deck. The Mass Hero deck for sure. And I need to see how many materials we have. Shadow Mist is still very important for this kind of deck, I would say. Look at Reaperdokus being here though. Dimensional Elotro Varys. Is there an archetype this is part of? It doesn't seem to be part of an archetype. I almost want to include it in the bloody deck. Photon Hypernova, TCG and OCG sets is what I'm looking at in the wiki. That's all I see. And I think this was added to Master Duel a while ago. Why is this here? What did they want me to do with that in the archetype? Battle Fusion. When an attack is declared involving a fusion monster you control in an opponent's monster, that monster you control gains attack equal to the attack of the opponent's monster until the end of the damage step. This is like Honest Neos. This is like Elemental Hero Honest Neos to an extent, which we want to use instead, but we gotta do some deck building now. I wanted to go into the Super Quan stuff immediately, but we gotta do this. Kamen Heroes. Oh yeah, changing the accessory is probably a good idea. The accessories are probably a good idea, the way I meant to say. So yeah, speaking so fast, especially with all the excitement happening here, that, yeah. So, okay, Goka, Vapor, Dark Law, Blast, Acid, Diane, Koga, Divine Wind, Anki, and Contrast Hero Chaos. These are the Mass Hero ones, Wonder Driver also. So we would have to replace potentially Sunrise, Absolute Zero, and I don't want to do that. Absolute Zero makes a great combo with Acid. Now, hold on. Mass Hero, let me see here. We definitely want to add this one here. I think we remove Isolde. I think it's okay. Dread Decimator would still be good, but you know what? We can remove that. In favor of what, actually? Wait. Whether I have the card or not, let me see it here. Oh, our alternate card, Dark Law. Oh, that would be great to get. Huh. Well, I guess we don't do it for now. Because I'm going to insist on having Contrast Hero. Let me see. Dread Decimator should still be here. Let's have it this way for now. Now, Mass Hero is the easiest way to search this, but let me see related cards. Maybe this is easier. No, it just shows me general general elemental hero stuff. I still want to do a Neos deck. If this is a reference to Kamen Rider, the Neos deck is a reference to Ultraman, arguably. And we can really have the big three, you know? Super Sentai with Super Quant, Kamen Rider with Mask Hero, and then Ultraman with Neos. Two of those involve the hero archetype, I guess. There's also the Insectors that represent Kamen Rider, but they're more difficult to make viable. Anyway, we have 339 URs, 660 SRs. Anything that's a super rare, we should craft, I think. So Mask Hero Fountain. The question is, what do we replace in the entire deck? Because the deck as it is... Oh yeah, you know what? I think we can replace Elemental Hero Ocean instead, although... Yeah, I think this is the way we want to do it. So let's generate only one for now. Yeah, it opens access to the secret pack, but... Is it a free pull? Okay, that's good. Let's do a free pull then. Yeah, because the secret pack is there for 13 more days. 2 more weeks almost. Let's do a free pull though. That's 11 packs. No, 12 in total. Because there was another free pull before this. Let's see. Anything is welcome. Look at that! Look at that! Necrofusion! Okay. Okay. Ryu Okami. Melodious Concerto. Old Entity Katugua. That Wacky Alchemy. Dimensional Ultraveris. Necrofusion. Fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing fusion materials mentioned on it from your graveyard face down, but it cannot attack this turn. You know what? I think we want to include that. Masahiro Goka, Dimensional Ultraveris. I think you know what? I think that I know why they want me to include that. Because I can make it be any attribute. But it's not a hero card though. No. Wait. It comes out. No. It needs to be hero monsters, right? For like the fusion materials here. Let me double check this. Yeah, mass change. Let me see. Mass change 1 and 2. Well, mass change 2 can be used with any monster. Mass change only gets used with heroes themselves. Yeah, I have 3 mass changes and 2 mass changes too. Dimensional Ultraveris would make it so that this is more viable with these two. I wonder though, Miracle Fusion, do we want to have Miracle Fusion here? See, because I think we remove Royal Decree. Cross out Designator, I think can go. A Hero Lives is still a good idea. We still want to have Mass Hero Furnace. What do we replace though? I even want to feel like replacing Ash Blossom because it's the same like element. It's just, you know, the splashable cards need to remain here, it feels like. Oh, here's the thing. Yeah, Elemental Hero Woodsman is not needed here. Although, we need every element that... Yeah, we need an Earth Element hero. We already have it in the form of Solid Soldier, but still. Fire. See, I could take away Blazeman as well. Let me add one. Furnace. I'm just gonna generate one of them. No, like, I'm not even hesitating to use materials here. This is what we want to do. This is what we want to do, 100%. Then we also have Mass Hero Duskcrow, though. I feel like perhaps I want to remove Vision Hero Vion. Let me see. I mean, being able to send one hero monster from the deck to the graveyard can be really helpful, but... Yeah, being able to add Polymerization. Do we need Polymerization that much anymore? We still are insisting on keeping Sunrise in the extra deck, right? There's no reason to remove it. But I feel like I should only have one Polymerization, maybe? What to do? And we still want to add Necrofusion. And ideally, I'm adding more than one copy of each of these, not just one. Let me at least craft only one of them. I just, you know, try to do it this way. Okay, there we go. As long as it's only the game that's lagging and not the stream, that's the important thing here. Give me a second. Let me keep some windows on top. The thing I'm using to have the win-loss record on the stream. We're not gonna have a lot of duels today, I think. We're gonna spend it quite a bit deck building, but... Okay. Oh, and this is alternate art for mass change as well? No, wait. Wait. Yeah, it's alternate art, isn't it? Haha. Yeah. And this is kind of doing the classic Command Rider pose, which I would really like this. But these three mask change we'll have to do. This is interesting. This one is SR, this one is UR. Just more rare card art, I guess. But okay. Oh yeah, actually wait, we still want to have polymerization because the contrast hero chaos. We have maybe too many polymerizations though, but we're not gonna use necrofusion at all, I think. And do we have room still for this royal decree? I think we just don't. We have maybe too many monsters. Do I want to remove one Blazeman, one Vion? I think it should be Vion. It can still be very helpful to have Vision Hero Vion, but yeah, because Elemental Hero Stratos is still great. 2 Liquid Soldiers. Oh wait, Bobbleman. We don't need Bobbleman. Baburuman. Elementa Hero Baburuman. Kogeki Hyoji Shokan. Tokushu Shokan. Or no, Tokushu Shokan. If it's the only one you have in your hand, right? Maybe Monster Reborn even is not necessary. I don't know, but we crafted the bare minimum. We got the new monsters here. Let's see if we make use of them. We're gonna go into ranked with this bad boy, so I still wanted to have a super quant duel here. But we gotta try. I should have run some ads while I was doing the deck building. I forgot to do them, I think. Let me, oh wait, we can change the accessories. I'm gonna do that. And maybe shop for 1 or 2. I should not spend the money too much like this, but we still have plenty of days left for this bundle. So eventually we want to make our way to it. I hope I can. And I don't just drop the game, but I might just. We'll see. What can be the most fitting thing for Mask Hero here? Oh yeah, this is Ninja Grandmaster Sasuke. Ninja Retto, Sasuke! It's just gonna have to be Flame Wingman. Still the most fitting. Graveyard of Myria, Pressure Planet, Lost World, or Arctic Big Dipper. I still want to have some of these. This graveyard thing looks great. Is it Myria or Myria? Time Machine, this looks cool. Scrap Recycler, Centurion, Jar of Metamorphosis, Dragon Capture Jar. Okay. Ooh. Gunkan Shipyard. Oh, the elements now. Shield of the Millennium. I am so out of the loop with all this. Oh, this looks really cool. But card protectors. Blue Eyes Ultimate. Wait, which one is this? It's not Ultimate Dragon only. It's Ultimate Spirit Dragon. It's like so many versions of Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon as well. Not just Blue Eyes itself. Dark Magician Girl. Yeah, this is when we like spend some time looking at these extra things, huh? One of these might be good as well. This is not part of the accessories. Ooh, what is this thing that looks like Kuribo? Memento Clan Gatic. Nani sore? What is that? It's not even called Kuribo, like Link Kuribo, like the variants, right? Ooh, AI Love Fusion. This looks really cool though. Detonating Kuribo. Damn it, I gotta buy these though. These are really cool. These are really cool. I gotta buy that. It's a fusion, you know, it's a fusion as well. What I have right now is polymerization though. It's still really good. I love the spinning Kuribos on this thing here. Call by the Grave. Ah. Damn it. Damn it. I'm gonna spend the gems. I'll apply the Kuribo one. And, oh, Brain Control looks really cool. Synchro Ring. What is this? Beta? Oh, Mirror Force? Ah, that's what it looks like. Is it? Well, actually, I still may want to have polymerization, especially because it's polymerization, you know, if it's what I'm doing perfectly. What about the title screen? If I see something related to Mask Hero, I'm immediately gonna go for it. Oh, didn't mean to exit the shop, sorry. Misclick. Finger kind of slips sometimes. It does, that has been happening to me quite a lot. With the mouse for some reason. Red Dragon Archfiend. That's Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D stuff. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's territory. King Sarcophagus, that looks great. The Wing Kuribo coin. The Pot of Greed one is great too, though. I'll keep using that. Or wait, I should equip that. Yeah, let me go and change that. I'm gonna go for a duel at last, but a couple of things I'm gonna do still. This is where we added that, right? The mate needs to go back to something hero related. Or well, I think we have the mate be overridden now. Anyway, icon frame, we still will have the Karibos, it's okay. Super polymerization here though fits so nicely. Still. You know, I still haven't even crafted that or generated it. Still something to be considered. Okay. So then, the deck itself. Okay, yeah, let's edit this. Oh, no, wait. Change accessories is what we want to do. Oh, yeah, and the coin is where you change it. Let it be the Dark Magician one. I don't know if I've used this one a lot. It looks great. Okay, made space though. Right, I was using the different hero letters here, but funny enough, I think polymerization fits really well too. Although, H for Henshin. H for Henshin might work better. Feel parts, negate attack. It's a sort of polymerization looking thing. That's why I think it fits so well. We must do night skyscrapers for the dual field though. We must do it. Now, oh, you can have the protectors and the extra deck protectors be separate things. That's a new thing now. I like it. What were we doing for the protectors that felt fitting enough? Just this because they look fine to me? Eh, I don't know. The extra deck protectors, let's make them different though. I don't know. World Championship Series 2023. Punk Jam stuff. No. I don't know, something that kind of looks like it could be Kamen Rider-like or Elemental Hero-like or... screw it, the Millennium Puzzle. Just classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Looks great to me. That'll do it. And the card case, yeah, I was using this. Still felt fitting enough to me. That's gonna be it. Why did I forget I can make notes? So, our first attempt at a new Mask Hero deck. Some things may change about it, but I think this is still very good. The aim of that is to have every hero, every Mask Hero, including Contrast Hero Chaos, in the extra deck. It's just essential. What do you call that deck? There's something they do in the Step Johnny episode, Johnny Steps episode in the original anime, where a fun deck or like a deck that's not meant to be competitive. Even there, they had a term for it. But I forget what name they were giving it, but anyway. We start with reinforcement of the army, it looks like. I guess it's gotta be... What's the name of that wind elemental hero? Let's see though, because they may negate it. They might Ash Blossom me. Ooh, it has that animation now, very nice. Stratos, yes. Yeah, because Dusk Crow. Let me try it this way. I haven't actually like read their effects too much. Feels like it can take a while to do that, right? And let me do that and add something else. I have Mass Change and Form Change already, even Mass Charge in here. Infinite Impermanence will cancel that, that's okay. Mass Change is gonna help, I can have Dark Law. Or I can even have Anki. We wanna have both of these cards set on the field. We have some Henshins ready. Cho Henshin even, with Form Changes. Turn Endoだ。カード2枚セットして、Turn 終了するぜ。Turn Endo だ。Rewatching that has helped my Duel Monsters Japanese. Yeah, let's call it that. Let's call it that. Let's see if we use Ash Blossom at the right time for them. Yes, it's time for it. It's only one Ash Blossom and one Max C, and that's it. It's just we need the 2 spaces in the deck for each of them. I don't think I'm gonna add any more though. And we must insist on having all the heroes, all the Mask Heroes. Also, Blue Eyes deck from the look of it. Which I always love to see anyway. That is a welcome sight. Nothing else to it but to let them do their thing before I try to do Mask Hero stuff. It's just... if they're gonna do something involving their graveyard, it might be good to do a Mass Change. I'm just waiting until Dusk Crow gets targeted with something before I henshin them. So that I, you know, let them not be targeted by that. By transforming into something else. Let me see. Okay, they're doing something there. They're increasing the attack, are they? Okay. Yeah, because Dark Law will prevent the cards from going to the graveyard, and that's gonna help. Right. Yeah, because if I summon Dark Law... Hold on. Anki. Okay, yeah, because if they're gonna have blue eyes, this is not gonna help a lot, I think. Although... I have an idea. Hold on. I might be able to match blue eyes... Let me see. I just want to give this a try. Henshin! Mask Change! Mass Hero Anki, so that is level 8. And then we want to do form change if... Let's see. I need that. Cho Henshin, form change. What about acid though? No, it needs to be Koga, which is gonna have 3000 attack because of its effect. So now it matches Blue Eyes. I was really hoping Acid might have been great because it would have been able to destroy their spells and traps. So, okay. I can also lower Blue Eyes attack like this. This is the way to do it. This is the way to do it. Full Mass Hero power. Both a mass change and a form change. Henshin to Cho Henshin. That really is a Command Rider experience. We Henshin and then we immediately form change right there. Are you kidding me? Let's use Mass Charge if we can. Or actually, wait. No, I don't have a hero monster I can use from the graveyard, so I can't use that. Since we banished the one we had. Direct to attack! Koga! Hikari! Hikari no Punch! Punch of Light, let's call it. That's my way of coming up with it. Maybe I should have said Mass Change, that's okay though. We're doing okay. That was a good start. Nerfing Blue Eyes like that. Matching its attack power and then nerfing it. Koga gets 500 attack points for each monster my opponent controls. So that can be up to 3000, right? Effect Vealer. They're gonna do Toon Summoning. To summon Effect Vealer instead of using it as a hand trap, right? No, never mind. No Toon Summoning. Spirit with Eyes of Blue. I'm still not familiar with some of these Blue Eyes cards. But yeah, if this were form change, it would have been good to set this too. See, Dark Law you would think is the hero you want to go for when it comes to a Dark type mask hero, but Anki is what allowed me to do Koga. Yeah, they're doing well negating the effects right there. Blue Eyes will be able to kill my mask hero Koga. It takes a light monster to take down another light monster, maybe. Well, there's nothing to it. I can still do Mass Charge, and Koga can return to the extra deck, I think. Look at that, though. See, it would have still been enough to destroy my Koga, because I can't banish anything from my graveyard to reduce Blue Eyes White Dragon's own attack. Horobi no Basta Stream! We were on the receiving end of the burst stream of destruction. Alright, Watashi no Tan. Duron. Not the time for that. Not the time for that. So we can still try Mass Charge. See what we get out of it. I must continue doing more duels like this. It should be form change. Not that we'll make use of it at this rate, but I don't know. Let's end the turn. It's just it would be mass change and then form change again. But I need to have a hero. This is helping me realize what I might want to change. I feel like I want to remove one of the polymerizations, but I don't know if that would be a bad idea. What is the effect being used here? Okay. They send a monster and then it's 100. The level of that monster that was sent times 100. So that was... Wait. Blue Eyes is level 8, right? Yeah, they gain 800 attack. What did they send before that they gained 700? Anyway, Watashi no Tan Duro. See, Vision Hero Vion, I might remove from the deck, as I said, but we still want to normal summon it like this, I think. We send something to the graveyard, which can help. Now, what we want to send to the graveyard... Yeah, I think it needs to be Shadow Mist. And... Yeah, so that I add one hero monster from the deck to the hand. I might want to do Honest Neos here. I wonder though, I wonder. I think, yeah, insurance policy. I think I can do polymerization already with these two, but that's not what we want to do. And then... yeah, I think it's time for a Henshin. We can do the same thing with Koga. No, Goka is the fire one. So, again with Anki. Who else is level 6 still that I can work with? Hold on, let me do this. Henshin, Mask Change, Mask to Hero, Anki. Cho Henshin, Form Change. Form Change. Let's try that again. Now, the combo I want to do is a different one this time. Oh, wait, Atomic. Wait. Special summon it during you can target. I'm gonna do Acid because I want to destroy their spells and traps. Especially that field spell that is very beneficial to them. And they lost some attack points out of that. Still kind of a problem. They'll be able to special summon that. I'm using Honest Neos to destroy their Blue Eyes White Dragon. Maybe I shouldn't have destroyed their cards. Jetto Dragon. The Jet Dragon is gonna do his thing anyway. It has 3000 attack as well. I don't think now is the time for polymerization, I'll tell you that much. Nah, we made a mistake. We shouldn't have done it like this. What about this Jet Dragon, by the way? Okay. Yeah, we want to fight Blue Eyes White Dragon here. I shouldn't use Honest Neos in this way, but screw it. Masked Hero, Acid Rain. That's gonna be my attack name for that. Let me see, what did they give, Let me see the attack names. Yeah, Masked Hero Acid. Acid Bullet. Acid Rain, that was literally the name. Acid Bullet for the effect name. Acid Rain. No, Acid Rain is the effect name. Acid Bullet is the attack name. Ashido Rain. Ashido Bareto. Oh man, we gotta say it more often with Acid. The best combo, of course, is to use Absolute Zero and Acid. So the more water heroes you have, the more likely we are to be able to do that kind of combo, you know? That's the thing about it. Oh, I love the hair in Sage with Eyes of Blue, by the way. I've never appreciated that before. Everything to do with Blue Eyes and Kisara also is very dear to my heart. A lot of the times, those like Maiden with Eyes of Blue variants and all that, they're like a variant of Kisara, it feels like. She was able to live on even more than we thought. Kimeru overlap intensifies. もう一度だけでいい奇跡を聞いてよバババンバンバンバンなななななな取り戻すなななな Indigo Eye Silver Dragon. White doesn't become silver. Okay, blue becoming indigo I can see. But white becoming silver, well, I guess it's not... Well, no, I guess I can see that. Yeah, you know what would also fit? Sapphire Eyes Diamond Dragon. Or Sapphire Eyes Pearl Dragon. I'm surprised that's not a thing. Indigo Eye Silver Dragon. I gotta make that Blue Eyes deck. Yeah, because the thing about it is that we can make so many variants of it. I have to... You know what I have to do? I have to copy this deck that they're using. I get the effects of all face-up cards with that detach one material. We'll do one more. It's Blue Eyes? Yeah. Still, thanks for telling me, though, Demon. Still, you know, I feel like we gotta do more variants of it. The support for Dark Magician and Blue Eyes may never stop. It might never ever stop. Horobi no Basta stream! I'm not announcing it in my usual way because we're on the receiving end of it. You think Kaiba would announce the way he usually does when he's on the receiving end of it? Well, here's the thing. He would never let himself be on the receiving end of it if he can help it. Most of the time, anyway. There was this time Jonochi used it against him. Anyway, we're still ranked up from that. That's 1-1. Now, this will be the third duel. They just got new support in the OCG. Dark Magician did anyway. It makes sense though, we are on the 30th anniversary of Yu-Gi-Oh! So I can see that being a thing this year as well. I do love Duel Monsters, I do love the original too much, so I'll never stop minding such a thing. But it should never be at the expense of, too much at the expense of the others. CL, all of that. I don't know. I'm still surprised they have never pulled, would have been nice within Kazuki Takahashi's lifetime to do like a Sailor Moon Crystal or a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, you know? Do the manga again, but more faithfully, like extremely faithfully adapted. Like Duelist Kingdom is like dueled in tables inside like a cube field of sorts so that the cards can be projected, things like that. There's no Doma arc as much as I love it, but anyway, yes, let's do a special summon. Solid Soldier is what we wanna. We need to, yeah, Fountain. We're gonna have to put Fountain in the deck more than once. Oh wait, Solid Soldier. I think I did it wrong, right? I don't get it. Oh, when this card is normal summoned. Oh, my bad. I got it wrong. Oh well. Okay. Why don't we try Shadow Mist then? Because we're gonna do Wonder Driver. Let's see how we feel about this. Extra Hero Wonder Driver Link Shokan. Because I do want to add something to my hand, which I think should be Stratos. Or perhaps Duskcrow is a better idea, you know? Yeah, because I'm gonna special summon Duskcrow. We can vanish the Solid Soldier. Let it be a defense position thing here. Yeah. Let's add another Mask Hero, ideally. Yeah, it's these three. It's a trio. Furnace. One Mask Change or Polymerization from the deck to your hand. Reveal this card. Then discard one card. Which I think might be Furnace itself, but let me see. If you special summon a non-fire hero fusion monster, you can special this card from your graveyard. Yeah. Furnace should be... Do we want to do Polymerization instead? I would love to do Polymerization, but I think it's gotta be Mass Change first. First and foremost. You know? What else can be summoned here? Dread Decimator. So... let's set our Mass Change. Tan Shuryoda. Tan Endo. Let's try it this way. I must insist on doing it this way. Let's try Ash Blossom. No Foolish Burial for you. Foolish Burial would have some potential in this deck, but nah. Did I have Foolish Burial in the Super Quant deck? Because, nah, it wasn't needed. We had enough effects that would send something to the graveyard. Oh, what does this do, by the way? This is my first time interacting with this dual field. Nice, nice, nice. Shiranui Solitaire. Speaking of zombies, we have more zombies going on here. But yeah, the only one that can Mass Change, I think... Or no, wait, with the same attribute that... No, yeah, we can either do Wonder Driver for Koga, or Dark Glow or Anki. We may want to do Koga and try the same strategy with the attack effects. The increase and the decrease, respectively. Maybe we won't have a Super Quant duel today. That's okay. I'm still thinking of what kind of names I can think of. I just have to think of them on the spot. We can have different attack names. A Command Rider, after all, has multiple attacks, don't they? Hikari no Panchi, Hikari no Kick, Hikari Laida Kick. Rider Kick of Light. Oh, Stir of the Snake here. We got that bad boy in the Pump King Legend Anthology deck. I'm thinking of what cards are going to be replaced for the sake of another copy of some of these, especially Fountain. I think, okay, there's some water cards I can maybe replace here. for the sake of that. Oh, this is a lot. Okay, this is a lot of what they did in Legend Anthology, but now it's a full deck. I love that they did that. Call of the Haunted. Call of the Haunted. Yeah. Call of the Haunted stuff. Nice. I know they're both Call of the Haunted. Shuffling is not gonna matter. But okay. Yeah. They're setting things up. Let them set things up. I love that they added support to Call of the Haunted like that and made its weakness become a strength. The weakness is that it remains on the field, taking up a precious slot in the spell and trap zone a lot of the time. That was always a problem with that, and they made it into a strength. If anything, I'm surprised it took them this long to do it. But yeah. And because I love pumpkins, my favorite Halloween thing, pumpkins, the support is great. End phase. No need to do mass change, I think. I can expect the Call of the Haunted soon. Watashi no tan duro. Form change, huh? Alright. Master of Fountain's effect sadly is not going to come into play. Or, well, I could summon the fountain. If I do that, I can remove their Calls of the Haunted and everything with acid, with a mass change. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that. Polymerization would be great. Absolute Zero, Mass Hero Acid. Hell of a combo. Also, what is it? That, if I hear a monster with this one polymerization, my feature spell. Right. We still do want to use that effect, I think. But yeah, no need for a Dread Decimator. Henshin, Mask Change. It's gonna be acid. If it goes through, we can do an acid rain. Yeah, Vapor does... cannot be destroyed by card effects. Okay. Yosh. Tokushu Noryoku Hatsudo. But first, you can say one mass change from your deck or graveyard. There we go. Why are you laughing at Vapor? Vapor is fun. Yeah, also special summon Mass Hero Furnace from the graveyard. Vapor coming out of the furnace is what's happening here. I like that. Their names end up fitting in so many ways. So, let's do this. I have... let me see if this works out okay. Because I think Wonder Driver's effect may come into play. Alright. Acid Rain! Haven't seen Vapor being used in a while. I can see why, though. I can see why. And now let's get this mass change back as well. Double mask change. Isn't that beautiful? And I wonder if I want to do form change. I'll tell you what, I think it is time for Dread Decimator after all. Or wait. I can't use the mass changes yet, but... No, let's just try this. I guess I shouldn't have them Furnace in defense position. I don't remember if I had a choice. But, okay. I know what we can do. This turn. Direct attack. Dask Punch. Acid Bullet. Ashido Barreto. そして、超変身 Form Change. Who do we want to have here? I think Kamikaze? No. What about Diane? No. Anki can attack directly when discard. No. I think it should be Atomic. You can only use Special Summon in defense position. Okay, let me see. Mask Hero Atomic. Yes, this has Contrast Hero Demon. The point of this deck is that every Mask Hero is in here, whether it's viable in meta or not. But yeah, I'm still getting used to it though. But yeah, we want Fountain here, I think. And direct to attack. Hold on, can I do mass charge already? I maybe should save it for retrieving one of those mass changes again. Yeah, because I don't want to do Dread Decimator. I want to like have options for my mass changes. I just can't do them this turn yet. Okay, then we can also have Form Change back. Wow, this really is the full power of the Mask Hero deck now. I've had this Mask Hero deck since I started the Master Duel over 4 years ago, insisting on having a non-meta Mask Hero deck just for the fun of it. I think I had a sort of more meta one, sort of. But... oh, you know what I'm gonna do also? Henshin, mask changing. I need Dark Law. I need Dark Law in here because they're making use of their graveyard a lot. And this is gonna help against that. Macrocosmos them. Yosh. Mask to hero, Dark Law. It's almost like saying Dark Claw. You know, Dark Claw. I see the pun they're making now. I didn't realize it. We rarely get to see Contrast Hero Chaos. When we do, it's kind of cool though. I have made use of it. It's funny because it doesn't have like a special animation like Dark Law and Atomic have right here. That's my first time seeing Atomic in action, by the way. Yeah, they're banishing their cards now. And this. Now you have to discard something at random. Vanished. Not in the graveyard. Banished. Contrast Hero is so much easier to summon now with the main deck mass heroes. Oh well, that's true. I just realized. Yeah, because there needs to be a mass hero in the name. I didn't even realize that until now. Yeah, Demon. You are so freaking right. This is why we should still keep 2 polymerizations, huh? Did I still keep Miracle Fusion? Anyway, we must insist on the deck like this, you see? Rank up. Rank up. Yeah. Let me double check the deck then. But also collect rewards. Well, not like we have that many right now, but every little bit counts right now. Oh, lifetime. Special summon a monster from the graveyard. 1000 achieved at last. Yeah, Super Quan does that a lot. If this deck faces Super Quan deck and Dark Law was summoned like that, it would be bad for the Super Quan deck. With a lot of graveyard usage. But okay. Yeah, so. I think it's okay to remove a Liquid Soldier in favor of another Fountain. I'm not sure about that, but I was still considering removing Vision Hero Vion. More ways of adding polymerization may still be a good idea. But I wonder. Yeah. See, Blazeman is great because you change the attributes of it a lot. But a second Dust Crow may still be a good idea. So that's what we want to do. I must generate another one. I must. And let's give it a try in this way. Not running Ferris and increase? Remind me what those are, Demon? I'm not sure. Wait, wait. Okay, no. I think I remember what it is. I don't see room for them. Yeah, Vision Hero Ferris. Place one Vision Hero because, yeah, Spell and Traps and as a continuous one, like, yeah, Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer stuff, right? This benefited that a lot, I think. But, yeah, Vision Hero Increase. Yeah, this is why Vion also gets removed. Vion is not viable. See the pun I made right there? Okay, sorry about that. But, yeah, hold on. Vision Hero. It's not a vision anymore, it's about the masks. What is this doing here? Elemental Hero Voltic. I think it's one of my ways of summoning Koga, but we can keep doing form changes, maybe. Maybe I will return Vion in here. Or I'll generate another Furnace. You are materials to be used in this. I'm gonna remove this. Yeah, this needs to be removed. Because it's not gonna be with Honest Neos, I think. Yeah. This is the way it's gotta be. This is the way, as a Mandalorian would say. I don't know. If this is not that viable, that's okay. Trial and error. That's the way we want to do it. Yeah, because I forget what combos you did exactly. Increase. Well, this card's in your graveyard. You place this. You can tribute here a monster special on this card. Yeah. What could be done to this deck is to add Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. Let me see. Edo Phoenix comes to mind. I do prefer the Japanese name for Edo because why is he named after an era in Japan, right? The Edo period. What do we have also? The Meiji Phoenix, Showa Phoenix, Edo Phoenix, Meiji Phoenix, Showa Phoenix, Heisei Phoenix, Reiwa Phoenix. What do those phoenixes look like? The clothing changes maybe, the hairstyle changes. Let's see, but yeah. I wonder if we should just include DPE in here. I feel like we should, you know? It's just... I would need Predaplant, Verte, Anaconda. And that changes the extra deck a bit more than I want to change it. Not a single one of these mass heroes goes anywhere for this version of this deck. And I think... See, I'm thinking maybe Sunrise gets removed. I wonder about that. I'm starting to think Sunrise has an argument to be removed from this deck. Absolute Zero just makes a great combo with Acid, in case you don't know what I'm talking about. The effect when you summon Absolute Zero is that when this card... Well, not when you summon it, sorry. When it leaves the field, destroy all monsters your opponent controls. When we do a mask change, and change it into Acid with a mask change because it's the same attribute, they're both water, it leaves the field, which makes all their monsters be destroyed, and when Acid gets summoned, all their spells and traps gets destroyed. As many spells and traps your opponent controls as possible, is the way it's phrased here. Therefore, you make a combo that destroys all their monsters and all their spells and traps. All their effects and immunities and all that aside, right? That is amazing. That is amazing. That is always one of the top combos to do with this. But anyway, let's give it a try in this way. We will just continue with command heroes, mask heroes for the rest of this duel, I think. That's the way we should do it. What should be... I'm open to suggestions, Tajigen, in the chat, or even in the comments here for you, VOD gang. Attack names. Attack names. We need attack and effect names anime style. Horobi no Basto Stream! For Blue Eyes, White Dragon, right? Hikari no Goka, Exodo Frame. Things like that. We need attack names for them, and Mask Hero cards never feature in the anime. A few of them feature in the manga, and that's where I got the Acid Bullet and Acid Rain names. I could have seen myself coming up with Acid Rain, maybe, but, you know, we need more. Elemental Hero Stratos, what should be the attack name for Stratos? We need something like that. I swear to you, I'm gonna try to brainstorm them off stream and come up with something. Something. But alright. Duskgrow, Duskgrow normal special summon, you can... Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so, Fountain. We add Fountain. It's a fountain of mask heroes now. Actually, I might just be able to summon Contrast Hero Chaos right here. You can target one face-up card in the field, negate that target's effects until the end of the turn. But I think maybe we want to have Stratos instead. I want to do Miracle Fusion and have Chaos just for the fun of it. I mean, I could have Absolute Zero as well. It's just... I have no way to add... hold on. I have no way to add a mass change to my hand right now, and I need a way. What about Furnace? What did Furnace do? Yeah, so Furnace will allow me to add one of those. So that I can maybe do the Absolute Zero Acid combo if needed. Mask changing. Let's add that. We discard Furnace itself. Miracle Fusion can make use of Furnace now. Now I can make all sorts of fusions with Miracle Fusion. I'm not gonna do Wonder Driver. What should I do? Contrast Hero Chaos? Sunrise? Never mind, I didn't have Absolute Zero. That was Fountain being summoned or discarded. Man, I'm gonna do Contrast Hero Chaos. I gotta do it. Just for the sheer novelty of it. Now it's so different. So different. Yosh. Mask to Hero. Fusion. Yugo Henshin. Chaos. Chaos. It's a different kind of chaos control we just did right here. Alright, alright. Mask change. The only hero that negates, really, is the only one. It negates in a way that's so outdated now. It's both dark and light type, which is a lot of freaking fun, also. So yeah, I can target one physical card on the field, negate that target's effects until the end of this turn. It's just... not that much nowadays. I appreciate the Command Rider double Fang Joker reference, if that's what they're making here. When did this card come out? It may have come out before Command Rider double, actually. Anyway, because I released the Mask Hero archetype the first time, like 2008 or so, or... I'm not sure. Or 07, maybe? There's a trap card, but it's not searchable for heroes. Oh, which one is that, Demon? It wouldn't be Necrofusion, right? Or what were you saying it was for? But yeah, no need to activate either of these. I might use Contrast Hero Chaos if they try an effect. Ah, Honest Neos, yes. It's always good when you don't get Honest Neos by adding it to your hand because your opponent can see that you added it, right? So they don't know I have Honest Neos. Now, Mask Hero Fountain... I think I'm gonna special summon. I can just normal summon it, but... just in case, I'm gonna do a special summon, or attempt to do one. If they activate Mike C, then it was a bad idea, I guess? I don't know. Physician, summon thyself. Fountain, summon thyself. Also, let me open this thingy here. See, if I could do an Absolute Zero Fusion right now, it would be great, but doing Acid right now is great to eliminate their 2 cards right there. So this is the way, as a Mandalorian would say. And then we can do Mass Charge right after that, maybe do another Mass Change with Stratos. What is great about Mass Change also is because it's a quick play spell card and you can do it in the battle phase, because it's quick play. Oh yeah, I forget I can also do this with Fountain. I'll get more used to it as I keep doing it. But yeah, because you can do that, you can maximize your attack in battle. I might be able to finish the duel right here. First of all, Mask Change Henshin. Tokushu Noriku Hatsudo. Acid Rain. Acid Rain. Yes. So, Mass Charge. I am gonna recover my cards right here immediately. I can still normal summon. Yeah, we can have Vapor. We can have Vapor right here. You wanted to see Vapor because we rarely ever see that get used in this game? Let's do it. See, now I am glad that I special summoned Fountain earlier. Oh yes. Let's do it. Let's do it. I should maximize my attack, but I want to have Vapor out here already. Henshin, Mask Genji. Mizu no Chikara. Sui. Yosh. Ashido Bareto. Acid Bullet. Let's go. Mask Hero Vapor. Beam Shower. That makes sense to me. We don't even need Honest Neos. Yeah, I was gonna do a Contrast Hero Chaos direct attack. I'm glad they surrendered because I was trying to think of an attack name for Contrast Hero Chaos and I couldn't think of one. Also, should have taken a screenshot. I'm gonna take one now, but I want a screenshot that shows the cards that were summoned. Dude, this was so much fun. This was so much fun. Actually being able to have Contrast Hero Chaos like that. I know it's also because we're like in bronze. But yeah. Protection of the Elements. Let me take a look at that. Let's do it from here actually. Let's just edit the deck from here and see. It's a negate for heroes. Okay. No. Let me take a look at that. And it's rare. When a spell trap card is activated, vanish one face-up elemental hero monster you control until the end phase. Then you destroy a card. Didn't realize they didn't have a lot of negations. Yeah, it's not searchable. Okay. I guess I can see why. It kind of surprises me, actually, because I would think there's something that says... Okay, most of them are going to say something like... Search for an elemental hero in your deck. But I would have thought at least one of them says... Or that mentions elemental hero in its description. If it said that, you could search for this. This is with Terra Firma specifically, which I still don't have. I think you either use UR materials for that or you get it from like legacy packs or something. Yeah, it's the Frieza looking thing from Dragon Ball. I think they use it in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, but I haven't gotten to the point where they use it yet. If so, I'm still in the middle of the Society of Freaking Light. Hikari no Kesha. Elemental Hero Terra Firma. If you control it, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Special summon Elemental Hero must have banished, or in your hand graveyard, you know summon conditions. Yeah, like, I want to do all sorts of Elemental Hero decks and also use them here. Also use them. I end up being so simple, going for the protagonists, and also Kaiba, but always going for the protagonists, you know? Because I'm all about a Dark Magician deck as well. Elemental Heroes are here, and I want to do Stardust Dragon decks. Beyond that, I'm not sure though. I mean, what does the protagonist of Cial has? What is his name? Yuma? I forget. Is Galaxy Eyes? That sounds like my sort of thing as well. I need to go for that. Let's go for another Mask Heroes duel then. This is the 4th one now. For Mask Heroes, that is. Yeah, because one of the losses came from Mask Hero. One of the wins came from the Pumpkin duel in Legend Anthology. So it's only been 2 wins with Mask Hero and 1 loss. This might end up balanced, I don't know. 2 Dust Crows, huh? You're currently making a new pumpkin deck, nice. We faced a player that was using one. Dark Law killed it right there. Absolutely killed it with banishing instead. But yeah, let me see. Emergency, let's try this. I think Solid Soldier. I wonder if Solid Soldier is actually a good idea here. Yeah. And then Duskrow gets special summon, and then I also use this effect, and it's 2 of them already. Mass Change is already here. Wonderful. We can summon even more of them now. Oh, this Mass Hero support. This Mass Hero support, man. I wanted something like this for so long. But yeah, we activate this. Let's see if we get Ash Blossomed. No, we would have been Ash Blossomed already, I think. So, I think it should be Fountain. And then... yeah. I special summon it? I think I could have done... I could have set this up more efficiently, maybe, but, do we want to have Wonder Driver? Because I don't know if we do. Let's do it. Oh yeah, Wonder Driver is also my way of having the light Mask Hero. Goka. No, Koga. No, Goka is the fire one. And I can always remember thanks to the attack that Exodia has in the anime. Hikari no Goka, Exodo Flame. It's a flame. I guess the fact that they say Hikari makes it more confusing, but anyway. Now is not the time to use Duskrow's special summon, I think. I really don't think so. Tan Shuryuta. Tan Shuryuta. I would have loved to see Judai use the Mask Hero cards though, for sure. Too bad nobody ever used the Super Quan cards in the anime either. Would have loved to see the attack names for those. At least we did get a lot of mecha that combined with each other, right? Wow, when they attributed my monsters, I did not expect Lava Golem, I'll tell you that. This is a zombie deck. And also Lava Golem was used also... what was it? In the duel with Bakura, right? And Ghost Kosuzuka. Main deck you play is Ice Barrier. I forget what that is, Demon. If I did even know what it is. We'll see if we can have Mask Hero Dustcrow here. They're gonna have a lot of traps because I'm seeing Elich. Let's see if we can have Harpy's Feather Duster get rid of them. But yeah, I thought it was gonna be a Kaiju. It was Lava Golem instead. We went for a classic instead. Oh yeah, and I think we do have Radian in the Super Quan deck, right? Boss monster was Trishula the Ice Dragon. That does sound familiar. I don't know, I'm very casual about this. I'm very passionate about it, but also very casual about it in the first place. So a lot of this, like, I keep forgetting. I'm just here for for the cards that are fun for me. And I forget about meta archetypes or whatever. And that's alright with me. Let's see if Harpy's Feather Duster comes into play. We definitely want to use it. Paquero of the Golden Land or something coming up. Liquid Soldier, huh? Might be the time to make use of that bad boy, but let's give it a try with Harpy's Feather Duster. Happy something something. What was the Japanese name again? But they're gonna banish my cards. Illich in 2026. It did get support added, I think. I don't know, we got a free pull of the Illich packs right there. Mind the terrain. My goodness. They're gonna banish from my graveyard, I think. And then I think Wakera might still be destroyed after this. Is this still considered a trap card? I guess not. They made it easier to make the fusion. Didn't even remember there was a fusion for that. Alright, right. Let's dust them away. No, it's from their graveyard. Hold on. Who do we want to summon with Liquid Soldier here? And also, what were Lich's other effects? Anyway, Fountain... yeah, we need to do Dustcrow. Well, I'm gonna see how this goes. See, Dark Law is a very good idea against this deck. With how much they rely on the graveyard, maybe. Elich, the Mad Golden Lord. I don't know if I remember that. Now we do want Furnace, I think. Or wait, do we? Yeah, we want to do Polymerization, Absolute Zero. So then I have acid as well, I think. And... yeah, furnace itself gets discarded. What's the other effect for furnace? I forget. Anyway. Yeah. It's just I want Absolute Zero to leave the field so that LH gets destroyed from the effect right there, but... What if I just do Sunrise? What were the effects of LH? Let me see. I'm gonna do Absolute Zero. It will be these two on the field. Yosh! Yugo! Shokan. Fusion. Summon. No time for mass change just yet. I do want to special summon Duskrow because Dark Law might actually be a better idea. I wonder though. What are we gonna banish though for this? Wonder Driver can go away. It's okay. Or maybe I should have done another one. Whatever, whatever. Mask Change Henshin. I think, yeah, I just want Acid to do his thing. Because we need that. Or no, wait. Vapor, Acid, and, I'm gonna do Vapor. I want to have Acid for a future Henshin, if possible. Yeah, LH is not affected. I figured some shenanigans like that were gonna happen, you know? Ah, well, this is bad. This is really bad now. I have no way to destroy that LH. Also, here again, graveyards attacks 2500, 100. I need at least 1000. I need 10 hero monsters in the graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not enough. Dread Decimator will not do. I don't know what made it immune to that, but something made it immune. Something in their graveyards there, somewhere. Ah, that's a shame. But this is how I learned the decks. I'd rather just use them, you know? I'm actually okay reading the card text and studying them as much as I can, but I want to do that more off-stream. Is LH his own effect? Okay. Let me see. Send this card to target one card. Send this card to then if you do until the... Oh yeah, until the end of your opponent's turn, it gains 1000 attack, defense, and cannot be destroyed by card effects. When was the last time I faced LH? Can't even remember. Now, here's the good thing about Vapor. It cannot be destroyed by card effects either. Aha! Suck on that! It can still be destroyed by battle, of course. That's the thing about it. No, because I'm skimming through the text. Look at this fantastic freaking art, though. Look at this fantastic freaking art. I'm noticing the new Mask Heroes don't have that Kamen Rider resemblance as much as the classic Mask Heroes did. I still love the hell out of that design for Furnace right there. And then Duskrow... I need to see a more... I need to see other art for Duskrow somewhere because... Yeah, this doesn't look like a Kamen Rider. This looks like other Mask Heroes, you know? The fact that you can see their mouth. Rider Man is the only Kamen Rider, really, that has that going on. I just want to see all the Kamen Rider references with Mask Heroes. But yeah, Rider Man is really the only one. I want to see this belt. They seem to have a belt, and I need to see if they have it. I don't know. If they have, like, a Rider-looking belt. Because I noticed Furnace doesn't seem to have a Rider belt of any sort. Who else was there? Fountain has the more traditional Kamen Rider look, which is just lovely to look at. I need to search fan art of all of these. This art is just so good looking. Fountain. Who else was there? Well, I haven't summoned any other Mask Heroes. All the designs of all the elemental heroes are great. But some have more of a Rider look than others. Yeah, Contrast Hero actually doesn't have the belt in the middle. It's not that Kamen Rider-like in terms of its looks, you know? Let's see if any effects trigger here. They did well attacking Vapor. Because otherwise it's not going to be destroyed by card effects. I mean, it can still be banished by card effects. Or have all the card effects affected. No pun intended. An effect affected. Make sure you don't misspell that if you type that or write that. But it's so nice. I am so gonna keep using this deck as much as I can. We still want to make use of the Super Quan deck, though. The Super Quan deck is also one that goes out of its way to not be so meta, you know? A Royal Decree, really good against this deck, is a bit maybe late for that. I don't know. I want to attack with Furnace. Let me see. I want to give it a try. But maybe I wanted to do something with Royal Decree first. Well, it's not going to be activated this turn either way, you know? I got to try attacking that one over there. Fallen Angel of the Golden Land. This is a new card. This is a new Eldritch card, I think. Or at least it seems new to me. You know, the funny thing is, I think in the Eldritch packs... I don't know if it's a different pack now, or a bunch of different packs now, but... in the Eldritch pack... I was actually interested in the vampire cards that came in there. It's like I was saying, like, I got interested in the Gem Knight archetype. And I ended up getting into the Adamancipator, like, archetype for a deck. Because it was, like, kind of viable for meta. Quite nice. It performed quite nicely. No matter what kind of Adamancipator deck I did. And I'm gonna activate that Royal Decree, by the way, because it can help with the lifetime challenge of activating trap cards. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I ended up using the Adamancipator archetype way more than the Gem Knight archetype. I wanted to be ambitious and have a deck with all the Gem Knights in it, but after the support, it was more difficult to do that. Alright, let's activate it now. You're newish? That's okay, Demon. I'm always newish to Yu-Gi-Oh! Apparently, because I don't pay attention to a lot of things. It is just faster not to read, like, the descriptions of the cards. It's not that I'm lazy about reading. It's newish. Oh, sorry. I read it as I'm newish. Sorry. Misread that, Demon. I'm so newish that everything looks newish to me. That's what it is. But yeah, newish. It gets me interested in seeing... let me see those Mask Hero cards while we're waiting for the opponent. I'm curious to see... when those other cards got added to the OCG, the TCG itself, outside of Master Duel. So let me check the archetype page while we're letting them do their thing. No surrendering here. No surrendering. Whether I'm playing off-stream or on-stream, let them do their thing. Do your full combo by all means. I mean, you get rewards if you don't surrender, right? But nah, like... let's see it through all the way until the end. But okay, Mass Hero Furnace, Mass Hero Fountain, Mass Hero Duskrow. These are recent. Interesting. TCG set Maze of Muertos. So speaking of dead things, Muertos is dead in Spanish. And other languages, I think. Interesting. What the heck is a Starlight Rare? Huh. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by things. But in OCG, Tactical Tri-Pack, Dark Magic / Hero / Mikanko. The TCG set is completely different right here. Rarity super rare. Look at this clear field. The city's wide open. But yeah, it got added... oh no, wait, the OCG. Yeah, okay, for the OCG, it was last year in June. It's been over a year since the addition of OCG stuff for this Mask Hero stuff. Let me take a look at this one. Fallen Angel of the Golden Land. Oh, and also, some of them were more new than others. I'm noticing Mask Hero Fountain was December of last year for the OCG. For the TCG is June of this year. Only a few months ago. Before Master Duel. Chotomate. Before we continue here, what was the name of it? Fallen Angel. Give me a second here. Fallen Angel of the Golden Land. Outside of the game, well, yeah, newish indeed, because it's been well over a year now. For the OCG, it was January of last year, 2025. And then TCG, May of last year, not this year. These are older than the Mass Hero support, I think. Oh, I was supposed to save an opponent's deck somewhere. Well, anyway, may I interest you in some Super Sentai instead of Kamen Rider? Let's change to the Super Quan deck. I want to keep using that. I want to keep using that one. That Mask Hero deck. learn it better. I think we did well adding 2 of each of the non-extra deck mask heroes. That's how we refer to them now. For the first time in a lot of years, you know. For the first time in a lot of years, we have mask heroes that are not in the extra deck. So yeah. Let me see. Sorry, I'm getting both distracted by things I'm looking at the wiki. What am I doing? Am I going first or second? I wasn't looking at the screen. Well, let's find out. Oh yeah, this thing right here, layer 19, starting incursion, super quantum black. Okay, let's focus here. Let's focus here. Red layer. What does very C10 do again? Level the same as one super one. This is also why, besides money, it's why I'm never gonna play dual monsters outside of video games. I'd rather the effects be done for me instead of keeping up with every single effect all the time. Though it would be fun to play physically. Collecting the cards is maybe something I would do. I certainly would like the mask hero cards. Ace Ice, baby. Speaking of ice, they have the right dual field for it. I'll try to set up my stuff, of course, for mask hero. Sorry, for super quant. But they might just negate a lot of it. I was interested to see when they first introduced some of the mask hero cards here. Oh, mask hero Gust is manga exclusive, I think. Judai Yuki used it in the manga. Sorry if you hear background noise. I think there's some background noise outside, but nothing too bad, I think. Yeah, for example, Mask Hero Blast. Wait, what? That is way younger than I thought it was. This is Ice Barrier, okay. Mask Hero Blast got added on 2015, the first time, to the OCG. And then the TCG in North American English in 2016, Worldwide English in 2017. That's way more recent than I thought. It's kind of crazy. Okay, what about Divine Wind, Kamikaze? This is okay. I thought it was older than that. 2014 is like around the day they started introducing that. What the hell? So when did the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX manga come out? When were the release dates of that? It was from 2005 to 2011, so like, it was there as a manga exclusive thing for a while before they finally made them in the actual TCG and OCG. So this is what it is, it's a bunch of penguins, huh? What was the name of that member of the Big Five? This is one of the rare cases in which I'm more used to the dub name than the Japanese original name, but Crumb, I think is his name. He would be so happy to see this deck. Because he was also like freezing Anzu in that deck in the virtual world, wasn't he? Penguin isn't part of Ice Barrier? Okay, well, this deck would make him happy one way or another. I thought it was. Penguins are like ice, right? But okay. Super Quantum Red Layer, we definitely want a special summon. Defense position, though. Shibi Hyoji Tokushu Shokan. Lettoreya. Lettorenja, I almost want to say. Let's see. No need to do this one right now, I think, although... Different original items in this position. Summon super contract from your deck can activate it this turn. One attack position monster on the field can be changed to defense position. Fairy Z10. So this is our way of having Magna Liger, the red mecha, the red lion mecha. Reference to Gao Ranger, you might say. Let me set a trap from the quick spell card. Let me see. Or wait. Wait. Let me special summon another Super Quan monster. This is a better idea, actually. They should be... Voodoo. No. It's gonna be white, because white will allow me to have the mecha that will negate one of the effects right there. Penguin Soldier is gonna have my cards returned to the hand. Penguin Soldier, oh my god. Well. They're gonna return the cards to the hand there. Look at that classic freaking art. I'm almost expecting it to have a special animation though. This is new support. This is new stuff that got added recently. Because... Can I still summon White Layer from the hand, by the way? We might be about to find out. But yeah, they had the mate, I think. But yeah, let me see. Special fill to the graveyard. So, let's insist on having white layer because I really want to have the white mecha. The white dragon. Because it negates monster effects and that's super useful. It's gonna have to be with Magna Carrier, I think, if we're able to use that. Alpha Spike should go to the graveyard first and foremost. Alpha Call Appeal, what did that do again? If it's destroyed by battle, a special summon, and well, yeah, I'm gonna have to send it to the graveyard also. Ideally, we get ourselves some AA Zeus Sky Thunder here as well. That's also gonna help immensely. But, at this rate, it may not work out. But anyway, Luster Rex, the White Dragon Mecha, can negate effects of some of those monsters. So that's a helpful thing, you know? Mech Beast, Magna Liger. I do not have my giant robot available, unfortunately. Gatai Giant Roboto. They do need to attack first. And I think I want Magna Liger to be the one that gets replaced, ideally. I don't know. So, yeah, let's do it like this. Let's see. If something gets activated in response, because I don't know. Can I target you for an attack? Is that okay? We killed the penguins! My goodness! I love how this big guy is just called Magnus. Yeah. Great King Magnus you're referring to, right? The giant robot. Or no, wait, was that it? There's also Magna Liger. What was the name of the Great King? Yeah, Great King Magnus. I need to learn the Japanese name because it's a little bit different. But anyway, we need to get Sky Thunder here. This is a different kind of giant robot. Thank you very much. Let's give it a try with Luster Rex effect. White layer in the graveyard is also beneficial. Let's see if we can negate your effect right here. Because we're gonna use Sky Thunder's effect at some point, I think. Maybe we're waiting too long to use it now. Yeah, this negates it. What I did with Luster Rex, I mean, so... Might just be the time to use Sky Thunder's effect right now. Let's see what they do. Then White Layer's effect gets activated from the graveyard. This is why I'm saying... Dark Law, Macrocosmos, something like that would really screw this deck. Right. I want to get a bit stingy with that Sky Thunder effect, but... I'll end the turn. Tan endo. Tan Shuryu. As much as I've used this deck, I'm still like not sure about some of the effects if I'm doing them right or something. What does this do, by the way? The most discard one card or the effect is negated. Because I couldn't discard a card, could I? So yeah, it's good that we're keeping Fairy Alphen right here. How long do I want to wait before I try to activate Sky Thunder, by the way? That's what we're going to think about. Double ACU, Sky Thunder, however you want to call it. Which name is used more often, I wonder? Also, I need to learn if this one has been used in the anime in any way. Let me see. Let me close some tabs I have here. If it was used, it was maybe in Xiao. It's not there, from the look of it. Coral Dragon. Okay. They're probably gonna target Double ACU Sky Thunder. Then I'm gonna have to discard Fairy Alphen, I think. In the meantime, let me see if Double ACU was ever used in the anime or a manga. Or any of the manga. I'm saying that in plural. The manga, the anime. Oh, actually I should... Yes, there is. Negalogia Catastrophe for the effect, not for the attack. This was used in OCG structures. What was that again? I forget what that was, but what are they activating here? Authorize another player summoning another special... Okay. Negalogia Catastrophe. Catastrophe. Whoa. That's a badass freaking name. Yeah, I always want to make sure I somehow summon Great King Magnus. Oh, by the way, I did not put the loss we just took, did I? I think. Okay. Do we still want to wait before activating double Zeus? Let's see what you do. Okay, someone's controlling with Destroyer banished by your opponent's key artifacts this turn. Well, that's it. I won't be able to use Sky Thunder the way it needs to be used. Of course, we gotta try to use the effect before we get attacked like that. I'm not gonna call it out, though. Negalogia Catastrophe. I would call it out in more epic fashion, but I'm not going to because it's about to be negated. So that would still be anime-like. You call it out and then it gets cancelled, right? It doesn't happen. Hell, a lot of the time when it happens... No, I'm not gonna prevent the negation of the effect. It doesn't matter. Alright, red layer's effect in the graveyard, though. We get ourselves white layer in the hand, right, I think? No, special summoned. Yeah, because it just prevents them from being destroyed the entire turn. So yeah, nothing to do right there. What was I checking also? I forgot. Oh, thank you for the defense position change. I don't know. I think that prevents more damage from being done. Let's use white layers effect. Or attempt to use it, that is. The Coral Dragon. They never did use Coral Dragon's effect. That's a classic card as well. I may even have it. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can try Fairy Alphen's effect. Somewhere. Few times have I ever faced an opponent that's using a Super Quan deck of any sort. Fewer times still, Mask Heroes. Though we may find it more often. I hope I find somebody using it. Who knows? If we have like a festival or something that prioritizes them, then yeah, that would be great. We may have had one already and I missed it. In future. Oh yeah, there's a Fusion Cup that... No, I think it just ended. I was gonna say that's coming up, but I think it just ended. That's what happened right there. That's a shame. But my goodness. At this point... Oh, hello, my friend! Adamant's better Risen Dragite. They really are going for the Ice team right here. Because I don't think it's necessarily needed in this deck. I'm not sure. Oh, speaking of water... Maybe it's a water deck also in that sense, right? Do I want a normal summon blue layer or do I want to use Fairy Alphen's effect? Maybe I want to do this. To an extent, King Grey Magnus has potential. Might be able to use him. It is they locked them into water? Okay. I like that Dragite was still able to use there. Also, hold on. Graveyard has Luster Rex, Magna Liger. We need to do green or blue mecha to be able to make the most, truly the most out of King Great Magnus, if I'm even able to summon it. Oh, right. Yes, we want to prevent that. Fairy Alphen for Fairy Alphen. So, red, green, and blue is the way we want to do it. If it can even be done. The thing is, I gotta keep discarding every single time. I'm gonna be limited in how much I can discard. Okay, let's see if we can do that. Or I think, oh no, wait, I didn't want to do that. Oh well. I'll have to draw one card, and now it's gonna be negated, maybe. Let me see. I think I screwed up from the effects of that card right there. It's a nasty card. It's a nasty card. Let's try to special summon White Layer. Does it negate everything? It's on the field. So... a graveyard effect is not going to be affected by that. It's going to be affected by this they just did, but I think it's going to be that that's affected. I'm not sure. Red Layers got banished. Okay. White Layer is still here. I need at least one card here. No. Not going to negate that. It's okay. Then, let me see. Do we want to shuffle anything into the deck right here? One of the blue layers, maybe? I think now is not the time to do that. Now, if I'm able to, I want to use Magna Carrier's effect and try Grampulse, the Blue Dolphin Mecha, reference to Live Man. Fighting, fighting, go go live man. And it's only monster effects, right? So this is not gonna be negated. Yeah, rest in peace, Red Layer. But yeah, it's gotta be Blue Layer that we're trying to use here. I think we can get enough materials for Kingrave Magnus. Oh, never mind, Dragite. My dear Dragite, I forgot your effect. Because I use that Emancipator Dex so many times now. Let's see. See, I can have a Super Quantal Mech Ship Magna Carrier set immediately onto the field. However, I can't activate this effect because I have no more cards in the hand. So there's not much we can do right there. Anyway, while they're processing their turn, what else did I want to take a look at? Yeah, I want to see if Sky Thunder was maybe used again. No. No. And then there's Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush and like Rush duels, man. I don't know if I ever would be interested in doing Rush duels, you know? But yeah, I need to learn that name, as I keep using this deck. Divine Arsenal, Double Ace Use, Sky Thunder. Let me see here. Were you in the graveyard or did you get banished? Yeah, you got banished. What was it again? Negalogia Catastrophe. That's for the effect, though. Yeah, let's activate the effect right here. There's also Typhon. I don't know what that is. Do I? Sounds kind of familiar. I'm not sure. Anyway, this is gonna even the record. 3-3. 3 is a lucky number of mine. I can take that. It's Sue's counterpart. Let me look that up. Typhon. No, I'm thinking of Typhon. That's an entirely different card right there. But yeah, let me see here. Let's exit here. Let's get some rewards out of this. I'm getting a nice amount of gems. 3,000 is what we want to get at before the 13 days pass, though. No, you know what? I think I'm not going to open the Mask Hero secret pack anymore because I generated all the other Mask Heroes I want to generate at this point. Oh, you know what? This reminds me, we also want to, like, get some SR or UR materials. Good to see there's so much to do still. What was Typhon? It is part of an archetype, I think, but I haven't, like, really paid attention to it. It's not this one, is it? ちょっと待ってください. Tribute 1 DD monster. During your main, this kind of gives a fusion you can summon. I think it's... You spelled it wrong? Okay. Yeah, because I don't know the card. In the meantime, what did I want to do here? All extra cards. A few super rare materials. Just a few, but every little bit counts with those. Just like I thought. I didn't even have 3 Dark Laws, did I? Because I never needed to put 3 in the extra deck. Because I'm taking the spots with the others. I would love to have the alternate art Mask Hero Dark Law, though. But anyway, okay. With a dash in the middle. Okay. Whoa! With a name like that, though. Super Star Slayer, Typhon, Sky Crisis. I would love to make a deck for this archetype. It sounds like a lot of freaking fun. During the turn or turn after, your opponent special summon 2 or more monsters from the extra deck. You can also exceed summon this card by using 1 monster you control with the highest attack. Your choice, if tied, transfers materials to this card. If you do, you cannot normal or special summon monsters for the rest of this turn. While this exceed summon monster is on the field, neither player can activate the effects of monsters with 3,000 or more attack. Once per turn, you can discard this card, turn 1 monster from the field to hand. Amazing. What is the name of this archetype? See, I don't even see related cards being a thing. Let's consult the Wikipedia again. The monitor I have on the right is a big TV screen, so like if I'm really like turning to the right, it's not to showcase my amazing looking star facial mark, my star sticker, star face paint on my face. No, as much as I love to display that, it's because I really have to look like way to my right. Which is on the right of the screen too, that's good. There's only 2, I thought it was an archetype. I want to like have a deck that has the 2 of them. There was this fun Xyz monster also. Let me see if I can search for it. I think it's a rank 10 or so. It's probably machine... Wait. Let's put it as machine type. It's like this fun-looking giant robot, but to put it in a deck is very difficult. Yeah, this thing right here. It's just the freaking name. Super Dimensional Robot Galaxy Destroyer. 3 level 10 monsters. It's just there's no place for it in this deck. You can detach one material from this card, destroy all spells and traps your opponent controls. Your opponent is like you are. Your opponent cannot activate spell trap cards in response to this effect's activation. 5,000 attack. This thing is fun. Just the look of it. It's a really powerful effect. Let me see. Oh, and it featured in the anime, I think. Tajigen Lobo Galaxy Destroyer. Tajigen Super Dimensional. Super Dimension, I would think the translation is, but this is good too. Tajigen Lobo Galaxy Destroyer. I want to get more into Super Robot animes. This is an old card? Okay. Yeah, it's from over 10 years ago. 2012 is the earliest. Now I'm interested in seeing when it featured in the anime. I think it was in CL. Let me see. Because I see like there's a page for it in Wikipedia. In Arc V and CL, episode 45, 144. And for Arc V or Arc 5, it's episode 126. I want to watch the episodes now. What are the... Wait. I need to keep taking these detours. Okay. They named the effect, not an attack. Galaxy Break is the name of the effect. Galaxy Break. I want to watch the episodes without any bloody context and just see the moment they summoned it, use the effect. Yeah, it was the same with Sky Thunder. There's no name I see in that page in the Wikipedia, in case you're wondering what page I'm talking about. I'm also going to link it in the chat on Twitch. And really the YouTube chat. Let me also do it in the YouTube chat for that matter. Let's do it over here too. But yeah, what was I saying? This is what shows you the attack names they use in the anime, because you never see the freaking attack name in the descriptions, right? You kind of have to headcanon that the cards in the show have descriptions that tell you the attack name, or somebody came up with them, and if you come up with them on the spot is one thing, right? But it's the same all the time. They always use the same name. Like, what is it like? Somebody just uses that for the first time, and whoever uses that for the first time and it's televised or documented somewhere, everybody else that uses the card afterwards has to use the attack name, or they don't say the attack name. I can see Kaiba standardizing Burst Room of Destruction. I think they ended up doing a spell card with that name too, but Horobi no Basto Stream, right? But Hikari no Goka, Exodo Flame, who comes up with that? Where did Yugi get the idea for that? I need to know, because I need to come up with my own names too, damn it. Let's see if we call out any attack names. Let's do it again with Quantal Sentai Layer Man. DDD have crazy names? DDD is a crazy archetype in the first place. Also, my ISP is being silly. Hopefully nothing is lagging. Sorry if you're seeing any buffering. We haven't seen it this bad in a while. I keep joking about ISP dog shit this, dog shit that, but... Anyway. Also, the game is a little bit loud, isn't it? I think I do want to reduce the volume ever slightly. Yet again. Just ever slightly. Who's going first? I'm not going first. Yeah, already this is a better hand than last time. Mostly was the fact that they got to do their own setup already that messed things up for us. Oh wow, D. There's a quadruple D? I thought the maximum was triple D. Quadruple D, Super Dimensional Sovereign Emperor Zero Paradox. I was about to look it up. Well, I'm still gonna look it up, but I'm not gonna count that in the win-loss record, by the way. Let me search that. This is the way it's gonna be in future Master Duel streams. You would have thought it's like this before, but I'm gonna have the Wikipedia open. See, the fact that the whole D/D archetype is from other dimension and all other dimensions and all that, I feel like I want to try that archetype, but apparently it's so big brain complicated. So okay, D Super Dimensional Sovereign Emperor Zero Paradox. The Japanese name D Tajigen to Zero Paradox. I saw that it gets used in the manga, but I think it doesn't get used in the anime, right? Do they just have to say D that much when they call out the name of the card every time. Anyway, I appreciate the rewards, of course, but that duel does not count. Not in the win-loss record anyway. Let's see if we can have more wins and losses. Tiebreaker. Unless it's not by some reason, you never know. I never had a tie in Master Duel. One day I might if I play enough, I guess. It's just hard to get something like that, right? I never had to add a triple digit to this duel record on stream, ever. And even off stream, I've never had that. You never watched Arc V? No, and I think it was in... What anime used it, actually? Let's see if this duel even starts while I'm looking this up. It says manga in between parentheses on the page. Oh yeah, it's the Arc V manga. Yeah, it's Arc V. Oh well, yeah, it's Pendulum, so... It makes sense that it's Arc V. What is fun about a potential DD deck? D/D, I want to say, because there's another DD archetype that's older. Has fewer cards, but still. The thing about it that can be fun is having different kinds of cards in the extra deck. Maybe every single one. It uses all, yeah. But you're not necessarily actually going to see them all in your deck. Pendulum, Link, Fusion, Xyz, and Synchro, yeah. We need Ritual in there somewhere. We need Ritual. Okay, I don't think we should use Radian. I'm glad I didn't use Maxi. Orenotan, Duron. So, do we want to use Fairy Zeten? I think we don't. Do we want to use Green Layer? I think we do. If this gets negated, oh well, that can happen. Let's attempt to special summon Blue Layer. Emergency Teleport will give us another Blue Layer. Let's see if we can get the Magna Carrier. Although I'm thinking maybe one of these would have been better, but it's got to be the field card, right? Most of the time it succeeds in most competitive D decks, yeah. Easier to say double D, triple D, quadruple D. Is there a quintuple D? Most of the time you can use all? Okay. Yeah, it just requires quite the big brain power, I think. But yeah, we still want to do Blue Layer like this. Buru Dolphin. Choju Sentai Live Man. Actually, yeah, we can have both layers like this. We're still missing one layer though. I just don't see any way to add from my deck, I think. I can... if I get a normal summon next turn and I still have the field like this, I could normal summon Radiant on my field. Now that would be great. There's also Underworld Goddess. But you know what? We are gonna do the good old Xyz summons of the mecha. We should do that instead. Super Quantal Mechbeast Ouroboros. Xyz summon. Super Quantal Mechbeast Gram Pulse. Do I want to use this effect to destroy one of those spell or trap cards? I think maybe I want to do that. Because we can afford to lose one of these materials, one way or another, I think. Still. Either of them is fine, I think. Who knows what they're maybe going to activate in response. And then... Well, we just attack. We should have AA Sky Thunder. AACU Sky Thunder, I think. Grand Pulse. Blue Pulse. I can't think of attack names on the spot, can I? Green Gust. Ouroboros. Let's try it like that. Super Anti-Kaiju War Machine Mecha Thunder King. I gotta look up these elaborate card names. They're amazing. Okay, so Sky Thunder... Yeah, it's an insurance policy, I think. Although, I don't know. Yeah, it's an insurance policy. Let's do it. WCU Sky Sanda. Exhizu Shogun. Tan Endota. I gotta take a look at that. Let me see. Super anti... Wow. There's a lot of fun things here. Oh, and I ended up getting another card here. There's also Super Anti-Kaiju War Machine Mecha Dogoran. Taikaiju Kessen Heiki Super Mecha Dogoran. And then the other one. Super Anti-Kaiju War Machine Mecha Thunder King. Taikaiju Kessen Heiki Mecha Sanda King. Sanda! The way I'm always calling out Thunder makes it extra fun. Is it time for Max C already? They did do a special summon of Cyber Dragon right there. The Kaiser Ryomaru Fuji comes to mind. Should have done it for this. This is a tribute summon, right? Or... let me see. Oh yeah, we should use Blue Layer's effect now. One blue layer goes back. I think that's it, actually. The other should remain there. Do I want to activate Max C then? I don't think so. It's an anti-kaiju card, obviously, yeah. Oh, see, I thought they were gonna do kaiju. I'm not familiar with this thing right here. What did they use? Super polymerization? What did they do? Nah, they had a special effect right there, but still being so stingy with Max C. I have reasons to believe they're about to special summon. The above cards from either field to the graveyard. Ah, because they can use machine monsters. They could use mine. They use my own mecha. Oh, this is so cool. This is so cool to see. Because they're not gonna... This must be really good for them. They're not gonna get to fight an opponent that will make use of those. So yeah. You did that to my field. I'm gonna return the favor with the gift of the multidimensional in a moment. You're welcome for giving you the Tajigen powers. Don't say I'm not generous. Don't say I'm not generous. I might actually discard Maxi right here. Yeah, because we wanna... I mean, mostly it's gonna reduce his attack, but here, the gift. You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, this thing right here, no, I can't use this. I can't use this. But I can use this effect next turn. Okay, 300 attack points decrease. That still helps. Yeah, Cyber Dragons are indeed classic. Marufuji Ryo! I do know his dub name is Zane Truesdale, which is a cool name, but Real Marufuji is cool too. Okay, you're gonna special summon now, finally. Maxi used to its max. Pun sort of intended. Unless they Ash Blossom it or something. I want to use that quick play spell soon. Maybe. Or maybe I want to kind of save it, but I could lose on this turn if I don't use it otherwise. I don't know. Reasoning, so we can be reasonable. It's just this kaiju. Oh! Limiter removal. Yes, this may indeed be the end of the duel. But we want to see if we can activate Layer 19, Sudden Incursion, Super Quantum Black. It's episode 19 of the Super Quant TV series. That's what it is. Okay, Cyber Dragon, take a rest for a moment, will you? Attack me with my own powers. Only Tajigen can beat Tajigen, you see? You see? Let's see if we can use Reasoning. Sadly, we didn't draw more from Maxi, but what reason would they have, right, for special summoning more in that situation? Now they do. Tribute summon? That wouldn't be another Cyber Dragon, would it? Look at that. Well, Watashi no Tanduro. This is a hell of a freaking duel. Let's see if we can be reasonable. If I'm super lucky, I will be able to have King Grey Magnus. But with the bare minimum of materials, that's the thing. Let's see what gets sent to the graveyard. Yeah, the cards you lose, like Harpy's Feather Duster, sucks. I do have Foolish Burial in this deck, okay. Burude, yeah, okay. What to add to the hand then? Because I think Black Layer... No, actually I think it should be... Wait a minute. What do I have? I think it should be White Layer, actually. And we can still special summon it. Yeah, we send Blue Layer to the graveyard. I think it's okay. We activate her effects still because we have 2 blue layers, right? Again. in the graveyard. Or wait, do we? No, we don't. Oh, yes, we do. Yeah. So... Oh, no, wait. No, I messed up. That's not what I meant to do. No, I don't want to activate White Layers effect. Or actually, wait, do I? Actually, we want to use that. But, blue layer back to the deck. Wait. Wait a second. I think we will get to assemble the giant robot. At last. Now, red layer. Yeah, reviving one of these is gonna help also if I can attach them as materials to Magna Liger right now. Call by the Grave needs to be discarded. Ironically, Call by the Grave goes to the graveyard without being used. But here. Yeah, and I'll have more than just the bare minimum of materials, you know? Magna Liger. Liger Sword. Na 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 na. Liger Sword. Inazuma Todoroku. Yosh. Gattai. It's time for the Gattai. It's time for the assembly. Yosh. Kansei. Super Quanta. King. Great Magnus. This Japanese name, I still need to learn it. We have 5 materials. I could shuffle this bad boy back into the deck to maximize damage, and that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, Magnus, man. Let's have white layers so we activate the effect. You get shuffled back into the deck, and I don't wanna have any more materials detached. King Great Magnus becomes immune to every card effect except Super Quan cards. Oh, also, wait. Let's activate Fairy Alphan's effect. This is actually my first normal summon, I just realized. So, okay. Let's try this. Red layer, white layer, black layer. Yes, I think we can perhaps, depending on how it goes, finish it this turn. There we go. There we go. This is the way. I need to come up with an attack name for King Great Magnus. Maybe they have a giant sword, like a lot of Super Sentai Mecha do. Maybe they have a super, like, beam. Quantum beam, let's call it. That's a good name. But yeah, this gets added to the hand. White layer, I think. And I could also add a spell. I'm not gonna pay much attention to this. I think it's time to finish the duel. I think we can finish it here. Let's have this one. This one is very helpful. White layer. Yosh. Red layer. Let red claw. Yosh. Hisatsu Waza. Super Quantaru. Quantum beam. Oretachi no shori da. Maximum potential. The maximum potential of this deck. It could even be more potential than that if we had more materials on that bad boy right there. Oh yes, that's what it's all about. Thanks for that opponent for not surrendering also, and seeing it the whole way through. This is what I did for that ice deck opponent. Those other opponents, I wasn't paying attention to all the decks. I don't mean to be dismissive, by the way, when I'm looking elsewhere, or like I'm looking at something else on the screen while they're doing their thing. It's just, that is the perfect time to like multitask those sorts of things, you know? It's just perfect that way. Yeah, the LH opponent, the Ice opponent. That's what it was. We're at over 2,000 gems. Good, we want to get to 3,000 ideally. Ah! But that's what I wanted. I wanted a proper Super Quant victory. We've seen that with Mass Hero, we've seen that with Super Quant. Super Sentai and Kamen Rider represented. If I could, I would do a Neos deck to do an Ultraman reference right there, but still haven't set that up. I need to see, like, what did I miss with Neos? See, that's where I would need to make use of secret packs. Like... Yeah, because if I look at related cards, it's not gonna be that. I still would like to have Divine Neos. Like, it's just about including every single one of them. Evil Hero Neos Lord. I need to get through the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX for sure. Neos Kluger. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Wait, what? I have... Wait. I have... What? Oh, wait. Okay. I'm like, I have 9 copies of Spirit of Neos. Why the hell did that not get dismantled? But I guess I can't. Did I get them from structure decks? I don't even remember. If I'm very desperate, I could dismantle these other ones, but... Let's finish. This rainbow royal finish, whatever it's called. It's just nice, you know? It's just nice. Well, I definitely have more than enough Spirit of Neos for the deck. Okay. Neos Klugger, yeah, that's the ultra rare. See, if I only add one of these two, I can still use a few URs to do them. This is just alternate art of Neos, it would be overkill. I would be missing SR, Rainbow Neos, Arm Neos, it would be all about the fusions. I would like to work on one. I want to confirm, is Neos actually like an Ultraman reference? Or am I just stretching it? Or somebody stretched it and I just went for their stretch, so to speak? Let me see. I don't see, let me see, like an archetype. I want a page for the archetype, not for the card itself. Elemental Hero, Neos. Oh yeah, there's all sorts of different art for it. There's one that almost has like Egyptian like icons in the background, or they're not Egyptian, but they're made to look as if they were Egyptian symbols. That's interesting. It's not in this game. But is this an archetype? Yeah, Neos. Okay, just Neos for the archetype. It's just... when you look at Neos... let me have a picture shown here on the stream. I think I can... yeah. I can do it from this URL here. It's not letting me copy the URL. Hold on. When you look at Neos, right? Especially how it looks in the middle. One could argue it is indeed an Ultraman reference. The Neospatians are like the helpful kaiju that Ultraman sometimes ally with. Sometimes they have kaiju friends. Ultraman Tio right now, new episode tomorrow, by the way, has Twitchy, the friendly kaiju, which is a small human-sized kaiju until it grows giant, as it did on the most recent episode. That was really good. Ah, but damn it. I just want all my Tokusatsu references. Or rather, Henshin heroes, you know? I gotta do a magical girl archetype. Black Magician Girl arguably is kind of that, but... yeah. If I'm gonna do Black Magician, Dark Magician, I gotta do those archetypes as well. You see how many decks I want to do. I need to come back to Master Duel in more full force. Go crazier about it. Just for all the references. One day, if they ever do Battle Spirits in a digital game, where they have actually collab with Kamen Rider, then I should do that, right? I still need to get into Magic the Gathering, Tajigen. So many things. More potential for TCG Thursday like this. Oh, yes. I really do want to think of more attack names to use for them. For elemental heroes and stuff. For mask heroes. For the super quant cards in here. If I have some time that I feel can be extra, I'll come up with some. Or hell, I think I might just search. Might kind of do the search in Japanese, use translation or something. To see if maybe somebody has already done that. Because I wouldn't be surprised if they have. See if I find one or something. Or kind of take inspiration from ideas some people had and just make my own, so to speak. I need to have like a freaking notebook page dedicated to all the attack names so that I know what to call them out on stream. I come prepared with specific decks. I mean, usually when a Yu-Gi-Oh player is doing their thing, they come prepared with specific decks anyway, so that's like a normal thing. Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. Did she ever get used in any of the anime? This has got to be in Brains and Brains only, right? No. There is Borrelo Dragon, for example. So the reviving effect for Borrel... No, never mind. Yeah, for Borrelo Dragon, for example. Let me see. Anchi enemy Varetto. Enemy negation. Storenji Toriga. Strange trigger. Control taking effect. The anti-enemy bullet. Attack defense loss effect. And then the attack name. Tendai no Vareru Cannon. Barrel Cannon of Lightning. Ooh, Tendai. I forget that's how you can say lightning. Yeah, Dengeki or things like that is more what I'm used to. Den. Like the Den in my name, Khaiden. What can Khaiden translate to an extent in Japanese? Like electricity or thunder in the ocean, or... Except it's not quite like that, but... I stylize Khaiden in katakana anyway. Yeah. This is what I expect out of the Master Duel streams from now on, you know? As the title implies, can this VTuber maniac call out all the attack names in epic fashion? This is the kind of maniacal research it takes to maybe do that. I want to come prepared with the next Master Duel stream, though. To the next Master Duel stream and come up with those names and all that. And if we really are going to go for that Neos deck of some sort, then I don't need to come up with many of the names there, because Yudai in the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX anime, and maybe manga too, has already come up with those names for me. For me. Yeah. I gotta do a Blue Eyes deck so I can call out the Burst Stream of Destruction. Horobi no Basto stream! But that's actually gonna be it right here for the stream. That's the way it can be. Hold on. One thing I want to take a look at, though. First of all, let me remove the win-loss record. I'll talk about it in the post-stream post, but if I search Yu-Gi-Oh! Ultraman, what comes up? Well, the AI Google thing is gonna say something. They do talk about Neos, yeah. I mean, there's an Ultraman called Ultraman Neos, for heaven's sake. Which kind of looks different, but yeah. Oh, there's a card. Interesting. There's a Rush Duel card. Let me see. I can't quite tell the name. I think it says The Power Map. Power Up. The Power Up. Sa Power Up. That is like... Let me see if I can show you. We should show the image here too. Do I have the image source for a quick image from a URL here? I think I don't. Hold on, let me return here just for a moment. It's easier for me to do it from here. Give me a second. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, this right here. Didn't mean to show the whole post, but it doesn't let you see the image without it. This right here is like the freaking henshin for an Ultraman. The fist up in the air and all that. The exact same angle. Yeah, the power up. That's the name. That's the name. But yeah, Elemental Hero Neos, right? And yeah, Neos has like maybe many other forms and all that. Oh yeah, and Tajigen Kaiju Radian. How could I forget? Radian, the multidimensional kaiju, is also a reference to Ultraman Belial, the evil Ultraman, which is not a thing that should be a thing. But if Kamen Rider could do it, and Sentai maybe for that matter, then Ultraman is okay doing it too. It's alright, it's alright. But anyway, oh my goodness, Caleb, you did a hydrate 19 minutes ago. If you're still there, Caleb, sorry I didn't see that. Let me do it now. This is one of those moments in which I'm still reconsidering whether I should have like sound alerts / visual alerts for Twitch redeems. But yeah. Anyway, what matters is that we did the hydrate. I've been hydrating decently recently. No rhyme intended. Including today. That's a good thing. Today has been super busy for me. I think now that I've used my voice more on the stream right now, my voice doesn't feel as tired as it did starting the stream, but it did feel like my voice was like in the tired territory, so to speak, when I started it. To an extent, it feels like every Thursday could be like that, you know? I get up to some work, especially like early on a day like this on Thursday, but then I ensure that I did as much as possible. Since I'm sometimes late in doing the thumbnails and waiting rooms, I did them all today. So yeah, the waiting room for tomorrow, F14 is already up. F14 and Walker. I'm not sure how long the stream is going to be, but I have a specific objective in mind and we're going to try to do it. That's the important thing right there. So stay tuned for that. Like, we are at the point a little bit after the Tower of Zod, the first dungeon in Endwalker. And I think the point in which I'm going to leave it... Let me see, actually, because I gave myself a slight spoiler looking at the wiki. The console games wiki for F14. It's good to plan it out in a certain way. I did want to have some classes at level 83, though. I may have to just go for the upper level Black Mage, which is still a good thing that I have that. I think we're still going to begin with the ambition to go for role quests, as we originally intended, but let me see here. Let's take a look at it. Let's go back to the Assassin on screen for this. So we ended it like a bit after the Tower of Zod, and we had Rats at Hunt. Yeah, we're about to go to a certain hostile place, but before we even do that, yeah, quite a long time before we do that. We're going to do those role quests for crafting and gathering, a detour. And then maybe also some other current quests, depending on what I need to do for some levels for like Monk and... Yeah, I think I got a Monk at level 82. I think everybody now, all my selves for non-crafting and gathering are level 82 at least. Not counting Bard, that's a special case, but I may need more than level 82 because what we're aiming to do tomorrow is going to figure into the level 83s. We shall see. The way we want to do it is we'll get to a couple new areas, and I think we're going to finish it right before we're about to get into a dungeon. The third Walker stream will begin with that dungeon, most likely. I think that's the way we want to do it. I think that's the way we're going to do it, right there. But I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. Hell, no, you know what? Let's get ahead of ourselves a little bit there. That stream that begins with that dungeon maybe ends with another dungeon or right before that next dungeon. I'm also basing it on the gear you get right there, which is great to see. So yeah. Okay. Then the stream after that. Oh, the stream after that might actually be role quests for the actual combat classes. Things like that, because it's going to be level 85 or so. Planning it like this feels really cool. Like, it's really like... feels really professional, I want to say. Like, I am like really thinking of the content and the way it has to happen, right? Believe me, Tajigen, if I could really edit them into more bite-sized videos. Clips are one thing, but I don't mean that. Like, more bite-sized videos, right? Like, some 2 hours turning into 40 minutes or so. I would love to do that. 14 hours, though. 14 hours for that first Walker stream is a different story altogether, though. And then even if I do have the time to edit them, I gotta have the space on the PC because they would be edited in DaVinci Resolve in a certain way, downloaded from the VOD. And, oof, yeah. That reminds me, as soon as I can, I will export the 14-hour stream split into 2 parts. Hopefully I can do it soon. I do need to export other highlights from Twitch to actually have the space for this in the first place, but that's another story. Anyway, one way or another, and Walker continues. We are not gonna see a dungeon tomorrow, I think. We're gonna end it right before the dungeon. So I can still have some room to do glamour runs of the Tower of Zod, which I haven't had as much time to do. I decided I want to go for the Black Mage gear for that. That may be part of the group content we do on Saturday. We shall see. We shall see. But we can definitely do all the roulettes. That can be a thing we do every single SSS Superstar Squad Saturday. Maybe Quadruple S if you see it a certain way, right? Anyway, what else was I gonna say? We may do other things like Eureka or Bossia or even treasure maps. That's the thing about Superstar Squad Saturdays. I don't know how much we'll keep doing them, but if they prove to be a great success, let's keep doing more of them. Viewers are welcome to join. Excalibur, Primal Data Center, just FYI. When they do the data center expansion thing, it will be even better. You will still have to be in North American servers, though. That's the thing. And then after all that, feel some mystery. An easygoing Saturday for that. Oh yeah, and the Saturday stream, I'm not sure how long that's going to be either. We just keep going and going and going and going. Until we reach a certain point, maybe. So yeah, like, expect no story. No story, maybe. That can be left for another Bossia stream or another Eureka stream. Like, we'll just like... Ooh, I just saw there's a quest name that we might do tomorrow called Alia Iacta Est. That means the die is cast in Latin, which I say a lot when we roll a die. I don't have the die set up here, right? But like this. Let's see what we get. Let's roll the D10, see what we get. Oh, that's not a good roll, depending on what the roll is for. Alia Iacta Est, the die is cast. It's a 3. Well, 3 losses is what we got. Maybe it's a good thing here. I got more wins than losses. And I'm also going to take those losses and end the stream here so that I don't have the possibility of losing more. Hell, in a way, I got 5 wins. Just one of them doesn't count because it was like an instant surrender, I think. Or I don't know if it even said disconnection. Opponent disconnected. I don't know. I'm all over the place with the streams, especially when I'm getting ambitious on the Wikipedia. But I swear to you, I really do want to learn the attack names. I still want to come up with like my own attack names for things outside of Yu-Gi-Oh! As well. Damn it. Sanda! Suri! Furea! Furea! You know, when we use a flare as Black Mage, and then the henshin phrases. I'm gonna pick up Dragoon, partly just for that freaking reason. And that's the way it's gonna go. That's the way we're gonna do it. But anyway, let's end the stream right here. Thanks so much for joining me on the first stream of the week for Master Duel. I should be doing Master Duel more often, also for this reason. So we'll see if we have it more. It has been my intent to keep including card games, but I don't know. There's a possibility we do something like Pokemon Champions again. It has like the experience I'm getting out of Master Duel to an extent, especially when I call out the attack names. It's fun to say Mega, Evolution, Sanda, Burto. And some of those are exclusive to Pokemon streams only, so yeah, we want to do more of those for sure. And I still want to try Magic the Gathering. I said it was a New Year resolution. It's gonna become September already. The sooner we do it, the better. So I can use Sonic the Hedgehog cards. Oh, I'm missing out on Fortnite with Sonic right now. So I can use Doctor Who. So we can have more Final Fantasy stuff in there. Depends on what is there in MTG Arena. I guess it would mostly be through that. But alright. Thank you so much, Tajigen. This is just the start of the week. I should probably save my energy a little bit, because we're gonna need it tomorrow for FF14 and Walker. Then we start with some nice crafting and gathering. So that will be kind of chill in a certain way. We shall see tomorrow. MSQ is still important. For now, I say to you though, Otsukaresama deshita. Thanks for watching.